So start. Wait for Peggy to get here. Okay, Vincent's going to share us a story as soon
A
as we have
story.
Peggy's gifts here.
Yes.
Oh, wait, and Jamie's coming right now.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I'm a nut. Um, Peggy's here. Okay, Peggy's here.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead. Vincent's going to share a story.
All right. One more.
All you good boys and girls, put your hands here.
Okay. A tough old cowboy from Texas counseled his granddaughter that if she wanted to live a long life, the secret was to sprinkle a pinch of gunpowder on her oatmeal every morning. The granddaughter did this religiously until the age of 103 when she died. She left behind 14 grandchildren, 14 children, 30 grandchildren, 45 great-grandchildren, 25 great-great-grandchildren, and a 40-foot hole where the crematorium used to be.
Oh.
It's cute. I like that. So everybody, gunpowder, a little pinch of on your oatmeal every morning. All right, so we're almost ready, aren't we? Jamie's trying to get here, but it's a long ways from Thailand. There
Okay. Hey, good morning. How's everybody?
How is the world? Are we still everything's okay? Nobody's invaded another country or anything that we need to know about?
No, it's beautiful, sunny, beautiful skies. It rained for 2 weeks nonstop.
Wow.
It's like the worst flooding we've had in like 20 years, but we were fine.
Ark.
It's nice. Now it's beautiful.
Hi, kitten. My little precious kitten. She says, "Hi, Mom." I'm waiting for a delivery, and did not show up. So I guess it's not going to be here. Ramiro's who I'm waiting for. Okay, Adrian, thank you. Is that your time or my time?
My time.
Okay. All right, got it. So you might miss Paul too. I don't know how we're going to differentiate these people. We're going to have to start assigning them new names.
Who am I missing? Oh,
you probably missed the last two, Leonard and Paul. Tompkins. Is it Tompkins? Is that your name? Paul Tompkins?
Yep, Tompkins.
Okay.
Are you leaving early again, Adrian?
Yeah, I promised a golf game with I have these.
Why do you do that? You know it's Thursday.
I know.
Come here.
I'm here. But it might get canceled. We'll see.
Should tell them to come here or don't make plans on Thursdays. My goodness.
Oh, it's yeah.
Nighttime golfing?
It's virtual golfing.
It's virtual golf with people all around the world.
Oh.
So it happens several times a week, and quite often it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just because it's heading into the weekend.
Oh, okay.
We're starting to feel like
when we're in
virtual golf. How do you do virtual golf?
It's mini golf, and it is so fun. It's just really is.
How do you do it online? How do you do it virtual?
You put
it's the virtual thing in what do you call those things? Leonard, help me. What's the technical term for that?
Okay, so you put those on, but you still got to bat a ball around. How do you do that?
You have these little hand controllers.
Yeah.
Are you talking about you do it with hand controllers and
you use one, and I just hold it like a regular golf club, but you see a golf club in your hand, but it's really not there. And there's a virtual golf ball and a hole, and you have to it's amazing. It really is amazing. It's like you're really there.
Is it and it's accurate to the way you swing?
Well, it's putting, it's mini golf, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to take a full swing because you have to hit the ball, over things. It's insane. And, we're all in there, and Richard looks like Richard, and, it's really funny. But yeah, it's
what
Richard's
VR setup do you have, Adrian?
I have the Meta that used to be the Oculus, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Heather loves her Oculus.
Mm-hmm.
It's very entertaining for her.
And my favorite is actually probably Beat Saber. That's one of the reasons I was late. I was playing Beat Saber. I'm sorry.
So you can't use this to substitute for actual physical activity, though.
Beat Saber
you can.
I'm very sweaty when I do Beat Saber, and
Oh, really? Well, that's
I'm
cool.
very out of breath.
That's cool.
You can do workouts too, from my understanding. I've never done that, but I like the dancey stuff.
It's not good as a weight training thing.
Right.
Unless
But I
you
would
lift
just
weights
kick
with
the
it.
dogs up and down or something, you know.
No, it's pretty amazing. Even the mini golf. I kind of, especially if we're in a competition, we have these race golfs, or like it's, on your mark, set, go, and then it doesn't matter how many hits it takes to get in the hole. You just whack away at it, and the first person to finish wins. And those are intense. It's really funny.
Wow.
Can
We're
you
all
hit
going to
your-
have
space?
VR pretty soon.
How much
Can you hit
space
the other
do you
people
need
over the head?
around you?
Yeah,
You
can
can
you hit
pretend
other
to hit
people?
people over the head, but it goes through their head. And you can
Okay.
you can put your golf club in front of somebody else's face as they're putting and do things like that.
Oh,
You can
that
stand
sounds
in
very
front of
satisfying.
We try to be courteous. Golf is supposed to be a respectable sport, but we get a
Oh,
little
come on. I said full contact golf.
Oh, full contact golf would be fun. But yeah, so how much space? It really depends, Janine. Some people, especially if they're doing like a dancey thing workout, you could end up using the whole room. You outline how much space you have, and then it keeps you in there.
Oh,
So it's
I
very
don't
cool.
have very much space here.
I don't have very much space
anywhere. And where I do have space, I'm apt to trip over a dog.
Yeah, now that's a problem. If you understand, if you have an animal.
Oh, Jewel has run into me a few times. It's pretty funny. Yeah,
I
for sure.
watched something cruel on the internet. This one woman was doing an exercise. It was a very short video.
Was
and
it
the
Adrian?
puppy walks in front of her leg, and then she kicks the puppy way up in the air somewhere, and you could hear the screeching of the puppy and everything. And it's like, yeah, I didn't want to watch.
That would be
that.
it. I'm done with that person.
Should be in Trump's cabinet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Janine,
one of the short videos that you see on YouTube.
Nice.
The puppies are getting big, aren't they, Janine?
We'll get a weigh-in next week. Oh, I think about March 13th, we get another weigh-in. They were 25 and 30 pounds last time, I think. But I think the 25-pound Wilson, the little boy, I think he's growing more. I think before we got him, that the little girl just pushed him out of the food. And now that we separate and they eat separately, he's eating more. I think he's growing faster than she is.
That's good. That's good.
So
Is Avi doing us some questions? Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, are we gonna have to do magic squares?
No, I've been doing magic squares with my mentees.
Hi, Celia. So we're ready? Okay. Let me start making the rooms. Ramiro's probably on his way, Faith. Will you guys be in separate rooms this time? Okay. I had been just explaining how to do.
Who gets the kitties?
I get the kitties. I'm actually working right now. We're able to send people emails.
Oh.
So I'm emailing documents to somebody from a no reply list. It's quite fun.
Here comes Jim.
But you don't have credit cards, right?
I don't have to do budgetary expenses, but the secretary of our Department of Health and Human Services sent out an email earlier today. So we're basically, in the words of I want to say Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson, it's just hold on to your butts until the 14th.
Hi, Jim. Okay, so I
the
think
federal budget gets decided.
I'm just so glad I'm done with that. because I had to do the purchasing for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's naive to assume that there will actually be a budget on the 14th.
There
Yeah.
will.
I'm taking it
Yeah.
one day at
It'll
a
be there.
time.
It'll be there.
One day at a time.
Ben.
We have gone many years without a budget.
It's a continuing or funding
Continuing
resolution is all they're
resolutions,
going
yeah.
for.
We're more concerned about a shutdown and what that could do to our funding because we're
Yeah.
sort of in unprecedented times. But
Yeah.
Unprecedented times.
Get it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to create the rooms. Romero's here now. He's going to be in room 1. So you guys go create your names and I'll see you in a few minutes. And you can see Paul Tompkins. You can see that this close all rooms. If you click the button, don't close the rooms, but you'll see that come up. It's like a bright red button. in the
Yep.
corner.
I see it.
Okay. All right, I guess I could pause this. Hi, Ramiro. Hello, everyone. We are back. So good to see your smiling and unsmiling faces.
I couldn't figure out why it was such a small group before I realized that was you put me in my team.
You came in after the groups were already made. Yep. Hey, did you see I put you on the same team as your son?
Lucky me.
I thought you might enjoy that. You know what? I'm starting to get a complex. You have that Ron and Diane have not shown up for a long time either. So just saying, I'm paying attention. I'm keeping track. I got a little chart over here with little hash marks on it. So just
I'm not sure whether you're going to see Diane again, but Ron told me that they went out to dinner tonight, so they would.
Him and Adrian. What the heck? Don't you guys know that Thursdays are reserved for this? I mean, there's no
eating allowed.
ambiguity. We've only been doing this almost 5 years. Okay, whatever. I did manage to change my Yahoo email back to classics. This AI stuff is really cool. You put in I don't know if you guys have found this or not. You just type in and it gives you an answer and you follow the answer and it's like, oh, that's cool. I don't know.
And
we never have
sometimes it
to
works.
see a human being ever again. Which is why we're playing trivia, because we can see each other hang out. Anyway, I'm just teasing you, Adrian. I'm just teasing you, Ron, if you happen to be watching this. But I mean, come on. Anyway, so we are back. We have a new category that's going to be done by Paul Tompkins. He's got the bonus, so pretty good.
Wait, it's new? How do you know it's new? How do you know what it is?
No, I mean, he's the first time doing
She's
one.
psychic.
It's his first time doing one. We talked about breakout rooms. So Eve, get on it. You're at your 5. And Paul Carr, you're getting close. So,
and I want you to know that Paul teased me all week that he would not tell me what the category was.
Well,
it's like, oh, you're gonna love the category, but I won't tell you what it is.
I think it's hilarious. We get people who, when they meet each other in real life, then they start talking about these past categories. I told Caspian, I said, "Where are you? How come you haven't been playing?" And he's like, "Well, there's and that." And so, but he, I read out categories to him when he comes over and we look at the questions. So of course he loves it. He has a hard time getting here and ready to do it on time. But
yeah, when my youngest was here, that's what the day after trivia, we would sit down, my husband and my youngest, Emily, would sit down and we would go through all the questions. I would be the reader and the question master. They loved it.
Yeah, I find this fascinating. So if you guys want to record this or write them down or whatever, or you want me to share the questions with you or whatever, that's fine. You can also go to the 3 dots on chat. There's a little 3 dots things that pops up on the let me do it so I can see it. Okay, so if you open your chat, I believe there are 3 dots in the upper right hand corner. of the chat box, it says save chat. So what that will do is it'll give you a text of all the chat. And I'm going to warn you this, because as I was saying before some of you got here today, one of our goals with Social Trivia by Susan has always been, I want you to guys be more proficient with using Zoom and some of the controls and be able to be familiar with them so that you'll be able to have more conversations and better life experience with interacting with people, because you'll have that experience. But I want to warn you, on chat, the person who owns the Zoom, which is me right now, because it's my account, if I wanted to, I can download the chat, and it's all chat, including private conversations. So, oh, Eve, where'd she go? I have to repeat this? No, she'll have. So what I'm saying is that.
So all those nasty things I said about you, Susan, are now you can see them?
Got better things
Put it
to
forever.
do. But I'm warning you guys that if in future you're ever in a situation where you're talking about somebody on chat, like the person who's owning it, like, oh my God, this is so boring, or I can't believe it, she drives me nuts, and I wish she'd stop smacking her gum, and whatever it is, they can't.
I'm amazed people have not. I'm amazed Zoom has not fixed that. And when Zoom first started to be a thing, there was a news story about where that happened in an office environment. People were talking, bad-mouthing the supervisor, and then everybody got fired because that's what they did. They downloaded the chat and saw that.
I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not going to do that because I am just got better things to do. And if you guys are talking about me, that's great, because more power to you. I've got nothing else going on. But anyway, I'm just warning you guys because I want you to be better users. Because remember, we went through the pandemic together. Most of us did. And we didn't know diddly squat about Zoom. And now it's amazing. I have another small Zoom group that I meet with every week. It's a genealogy group. And some of the people started out in there and they had no idea how to share a screen, nothing. And now they're like, phew, ping, boom, 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 with this sharing of the screens. And they got it. I mean, it's just fun that they could use it. And it's nice that they picked up that skill, because then they're way ahead of a lot of other people. Anyway, so that was there. Now it gave me time to get Kevin here. And you missed all that really important stuff, Eve, but that's okay. It's you were gone.
Did we start yet? We got team names yet?
Hmm?
We got team names yet?
Nope, we're about to do them right now. I got to figure out where
perfect
to put
timing.
you, Kevin. You are.
That's new. It's just like you. So Susan, you're in a group that studies genies.
Genius, yeah. The non psychic stuff. One of those things. I just can't. You know me and psychics. Kevin, I'm putting you in team 1, where it's you think to yourself, why is it that we have, why would we be doing genealogy, like going to a great effort to find like a ship manifest? If we could just talk to a psychic that would just contact our uncle or our grandfather or whatever to say, what was the name of the ship you came on? When did you? Oh, thank you, Rob. I was just about to do that.
God, that'd be awesome.
Well, yeah, why? If we have psychics, why do we bother with genealogy? I'm having a mouse problem. The battery's fine, but it just seems to be like not doing the things it's supposed to. Okay,
You should get a mouse trap that might help.
All right, so let's go through our team names. We have Carolyn, Celia, Paul Carr, Ramiro, Wendy, and now Kevin. What is your team name?
What is our team name? Seems longer, but RFK Jr. has been HH secretary for only a couple of measly weeks.
Measly. Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh my God.
That is a
And
good
they've
name.
been pretty measly too those weeks.
Leonard, I was just talking about measles. Please let's not talk about it anymore. Oh my God, I can't. Okay. Team 2, Avi, James, Jamie, Rob, Vincent, and Alan.
Healthy hens can count their eggs. They're mathema chickens.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's funny.
Such a silly pun.
Oh, that is great. I love puns. Okay. Ben, Janine, Jim, Leonard, and Peggy. What?
Is Piggy dead yet?
I don't know, but I can look.
Are you guys
Maybe we
doing?
looked once.
What is that all about?
Piggy is a dog toy that's brand new. That
Brand new. I brought it home tonight.
Oh,
They're
okay.
trying to kill it.
I glanced at it, and the first thing I saw was Peggy, and that no.
Oh, I
I'm like,
didn't even
what?
think of that. No.
Yeah,
Piggy. Piggy.
I've been called that a lot by my nieces and nephews.
And I was
Yeah,
thinking
Piggy.
of Miss Piggy the Muppet.
That's what I was thinking after I realized
I
it
was
was
like,
not
what?
Peggy.
What did I not hear?
Adrian.
Janine, can you show Piggy when Piggy becomes available?
If Piggy becomes available.
Piggy probably won't be available
Doggy
much.
showed up this
Yes.
time. Doggy's not going to get killed.
Oh, those cat.
There
These
you go. Oh, Wilson. Oh, that's Denali. That's your toy.
Susan, we were trying not to be political and upset you, so we went with the dog toy thing.
All right, Adrian, Eve.
You're
Kate,
welcome.
Gail, Carl, and Paul Tompkins.
You're great in your day, Susan, but it just stands to reason. When it comes time to cash in your chips, these old diseased maniacs would be your bankers. Minds over muscle. This is a slight paraphrase of a line spoken by Gene Hackman in the movie Superman.
Oh yeah, Lex Luthor.
Hackman. Oh, have they decided what it is? I first thing I thought of is carbon monoxide poisoning.
That's they don't. Nobody knows, but that's what generally people are speculating.
Right, because they were in different rooms.
They didn't
And the
have
dog
a
died.
carbon monoxide detector?
Well, sometimes it fails, or you know, the
Batteries die.
And this is also in New Mexico. It's Santa Fe, New Mexico. So they might not have had the same housing restrictions.
Well, whether it's required or not, I mean,
common sense.
People,
A lot of people
yeah, I know. Intelligent people of affluence would get a damn carbon monoxide detector.
They didn't even have anybody like living there, like staff or anything, because
Yeah.
it took days for them to find them.
Because ours are all plugged in, and if you don't check like the battery, like if there's a power failure, that could have been something that happened, a power failure, and then they didn't go off. And
I don't know. I don't know. It just
That's why
sounds
the battery
fishy to me,
operated.
but
yeah,
that's what
so
killed Weird
mine
Dynamics
actually, actually, my husband was here alone when ours went off, and he called me, and I said, 1, get out of the house. 2, call PG&E, and PG&E came over, and they realized that our furnace was broken, that it had a crack.
Jeez.
And was leaking. So I'm really grateful I had it.
I need to probably get another one. I have one in the kitchen. I'd like to have one in.
According to Wikipedia, it says the lack of gas or carbon monoxide found by the fire department led investigators to question their initial suggestion of a gas or carbon monoxide leak as the cause of death. So they're actually going away from that, it sounds like.
Well, what could it be?
2 people and 1 dog.
Well, and what also didn't make sense is one of the dogs that was inside was still alive. So
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Well,
that
there's 3
didn't
dogs.
that didn't
They had a
make
total-
sense.
They had a total of 3 dogs, and
Yeah.
the one they had one. There was only 1 dog that died, but it was in a kennel.
Oh, so it couldn't get
Well,
out.
then, is the other dog a suspect?
no, but they could have scout. They
Too
could have
soon,
found
Alan,
food
too
and water.
soon.
Definitely too
Gracious.
soon.
It's a
God.
possibility.
Possibility.
Oh,
Okay, all right, let's get this party started. So it's February 27th, 2025. Tomorrow is apparently a day we are not supposed to buy anything. I bought everything to buy, and I'm gonna do my best not to do anything. Like, I haven't even left the house like in a day or two. So February 27th, 2025, game number 257. This is season 5. We're approaching season 6. We're very close to getting finished with our 4th year. Right? 4th year, 5th year, 4th year, 4th year. Oh Lord, who knows? The teams tonight that are vying for competition for game number 257 are Seems Longer, but RFK Jr. has been HHS secretary for only a couple of measly weeks, versus Healthy Hens Can Count Their Eggs. They're math-chickens, and Avi put up a nice AI graphic of a chicken doing math. Thank you. Versus Is Piggy Dead Yet? Versus You were great in your day, Susan, but it just stands to reason when it came time to cash in your chips, these old deceased maniacs. Am I missing something? Oh, would be your bankers, minds over muscle. Okay, thank you, Rob, for fixing that. Okay, yeah, maybe I should try another set of batteries. I've tried new batteries in it, and it feels like it's not like grabbing what it should. I hate it when it happens. I hate it when that happens. All right, so we have 4 people running the game tonight. Number 1 is going to be Ramiro, and he's going to be on a separate team from his wife Faith tonight, so that's kind of nice. And then we have Rob, who's going to be in second team 2, and then it's going to be Leonard in team 3, and then we have Paul Tompkins with the bonus round. And so keep in mind that we have nobody scheduled for next week, and get on it. Oh, and Robin isn't here. I don't know if Robin's going to make it tonight, but Deborah should be here pretty soon. She usually comes a little bit late. So when you report your first numbers, if Deborah isn't here yet, you might want to go down 1 low. You know, what is it like in The Price is Right? Just go 1 below everybody else, or just 1 above or something like that, so that you can get her as your teammate. If it's Deborah, there might be others. Karen's not here yet either. So
you're encouraging us to lie about our scores.
You're assuming that we would know before we answer the questions.
The last person who gives me their score might want to creatively
lie
less when I read out the scores. All right, so we're ready to go, and everybody. Let me make sure Ramiro has his powers. I think he's the only one that I wasn't sure about. Ramiro, I'm coming to your house, and we're going to do some art on the back of your.
I mean, I can
bring the crayons.
I'm going to do handprints or something. I mean, goodness gracious. Okay, there you go. Everybody's got their powers that need to have their powers.
You're going to be an archer?
Oh, yeah, that's it. So Ramiro, you're up first. Go for it.
Okay, sure.
I can hear somebody talking. Who's talking?
Who's got the extraneous audio? Everybody mute.
Love our family.
Is Kevin? Was it Kevin? I don't know. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. We'll blame Kevin.
All right, cool. All right, so the theme is cryptocurrencies. All right, so number 1.
If there's anything worse than politics, Susan.
No, I know.
Number 1, banks record transactions in a private database. With cryptocurrency, transactions are recorded in a public, distributed, anonymized database or ledger. Once a transaction is recorded, it cannot be removed or modified by anyone. Crypto evangelists who don't trust banks see this as a benefit. What is the name of this technology? Number 2, the first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, emerged in 2008 after the financial crisis. Its creator published a white paper on October 31st detailing the technology. The first transaction of 50 Bitcoins occurred on January 9, 2009. The creator later handed off the project with their last known message sent on April 23, 2011, before disappearing. Today, their estimated holdings would be worth 92 billion approximately, ranking them among the world's richest. What is the pseudonym of Bitcoin's creator?
D.B. Cooper. I'm only kidding.
Number 3.
Say anything. Shh, zip my mouth.
Number 3, launched in 2011 by Ross Ulbricht. This online marketplace operated on the Tor network, facilitating anonymous transactions exclusively in Bitcoin. While primarily used for drug sales, it also hosted other illegal goods and services. The FBI shut it down in 2013, and Ulbricht was convicted or sentenced to 2 life terms without parole. In 2025, he received a presidential pardon.
So what is the question?
Oh, sorry. Let me at the question, what was the name of the platform?
Okay.
Platform. Okay. All right, number 4, released in 2013, this cryptocurrency is considered the first meme coin. Created as a joke by 2 software engineers from IBM and Adobe, it was meant to mock the hype around digital currencies. However, it quickly gained traction, reaching an 8 million market cap within 2 weeks and peaking at 70 billion in 2021. Today, its market value hovers around 40 billion. What is the name of the coin? All right, number 5. As of today, there are many meme coins ranging from Pepe, as in Pepe the Frog, to Farcoin. This social media sensation was rescued in 2017 after its mother was hit by a car. Its owner, Mark Longo, cared for it despite state laws prohibiting the possession of wild animals. Gaining over 534,000 Instagram followers, it became an internet star, even helping Longo earn $800,000 from OnlyFans in a single month. However, in 2024, authorities seized it and euthanized it, sparking outrage from conservatives and inspiring a cryptocurrency in its name. What kind of animal was this sensation? As a hint, the type of animal is shown in the image below in the link. Let me know if you cannot open the link.
It opens, and you are such a jerk for doing this.
I don't. Hidden 3D.
He's been wanting to stereograms for the longest time.
And I have
Yeah,
a vision
I cannot
issue.
see them.
I can
Me
see it.
neither. I
Yeah, I can't see them either.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can never
And
see
it's not a
stereograms.
help though, you guys. It's not a help. I can see it, but it's not a help. Jeez.
Okay, number 6. The technology behind cryptocurrencies, the distributed public ledger, was adapted to track trading of purely digital assets known as non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Early NFTs were mostly just links to images, but their use cases evolved into unique digital economies, including concepts like breeding virtual horses, where owners could buy a stallion and earn money by charging for breeding rights. The image in the link features a famous NFT that sold for 23.7 million. Name the NFT collection it belongs to. And again, let me know if you cannot open the link.
Is it supposed to be
here.
tiny?
It's about 2 pixels high. Is that correct?
Oh yeah. I'll change it so that I'll scale it up. Sorry about that. I'll change it after I finish the questions.
If you do Control Plus, that'll make it bigger.
Yeah, but it doesn't give it more
Do you
resolution.
have Mac directions for that?
It's bigger.
Command plus.
Yeah, Command Plus. Yeah.
Or get a real computer.
I'm borrowing this one.
I like
You
my
heard
Mac.
this
That too,
anything?
Leonard.
Sorry. At least I can see stereograms.
Number 7, FTX was a cryptocurrency exchange that created its own token, FTT. Its sister company, Alameda Research, held large amounts of FTT and used it as collateral to borrow money from FTX. Unbeknownst to customers, FTX lent out their deposits to Alameda, which then made high-risk investments. The collapse began when a rival offloaded a significant amount of FTT, triggering a liquidity crisis. At its peak, FTX was valued at 32 billion. Named the founder of FTX, a major Democratic donor who has not yet received a presidential pardon.
Not yet.
Give it that person time.
Number 8, a common cryptocurrency scam follows this pattern. Insiders acquire a newly released coin before the public launch. a celebrity or influencer then hypes it as the next big opportunity, driving up demand. As prices soar, insiders sell off their holdings, leaving regular investors with worthless assets. Recently, poor man's misogynist Andrew Tate pulled this stunt with his coin, Daddy. What is the term for this type of scheme? Number 9, in 2024, this politician promoted the cryptocurrency Libra, presenting it as a private initiative to boost economic growth and support small business investments. The price skyrocketed within hours, but quickly crashed. Investigations later revealed that the coin creators held a significant share and sold at its peak, profiting while leaving investors with losses. Now facing backlash and calls for impeachment, this leader is under scrutiny. Who is he? And number 10, in 2025, this husband and wife duo each launched their own meme coin. Investigations later uncovered that the same creators behind Libra from question 9 were involved in developing the wife's coin. Following the familiar pattern, the coin was heavily promoted, surged in value, and then crashed, leaving investors with an estimated $12 billion in losses. In response, Representative Sam Liccardo introduced the Meme Act to curb such schemes. Who were this husband and wife team? All right, any questions?
No, I category.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all of
this
it.
got a lot of
No
information.
clue.
Good information.
Yeah. I have 10 questions. Can you give me the answers?
I just want to know what Avi was doing.
What?
He's
What are
playing with,
you doing
with buttons.
with your arm in the air?
What do you mean? I have my arm. Oh, I have my I don't know. There's just something behind. There's something behind me. I'm just playing with it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't doing things anything
Because you're on a
intentionally.
you
I
have
don't
a
know.
fake background. Things don't quite.
They don't look right. Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
there two
it
links
looks
that
like
we
a
had?
cartoon arm.
You look like you were doing.
I don't know.
like
My,
that.
my hands don't disappear, and I have a fake background, so I don't know.
Well, Avi, I mean not Avi, Ramiro, are there two different links? I'm trying to remember which ones are
Yeah,
what.
there's
So there are.
the question
5 and 6? No.
Yeah,
5.
5 and 6. I'm
And
making the image bigger right now.
Okay. Oh yeah, here's 6. I see it.
Okay.
So just give me a second and I'll send you the new link.
1,000 to 1,000.
It's been more than a second. Oh, there we
It's
go.
right there.
Ah,
It's a figurative second.
Oh, that really
it's an
helps.
American second as opposed to a Canadian second.
That really helps.
I'm being facetious.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Send us
ready
to our
to go to your
rooms. Put
rooms?
us out of the misery, please.
Oh,
Poor Rob.
yeah.
He's oh, I gotta put these people in teams. Okay, hold on a second. I've got to go get some batteries. It's ridiculous. All right, so let me see it where I'm putting you guys.
You told me team one.
Okay, Kevin's on 1. I will be there in a minute. Let me just get everybody together. Eve, you are on 4.
Hi, Eve.
Eve's on. Darn it, let me see. Come on already. My
Yeah,
mouse
darn.
won't go to the exact spot I want it to. And Deborah, you're gonna go on 3.
Okay.
Okay, and I better go to 1.
Yeah, she had one.
Oh, she had her own. Yeah.
They made millions and millions of dollars
Yeah. Like
off of their
within,
scam, off of their fans. So all their fans,
Yeah.
they said most of them put $100 into it, and then they developed these coins, and then they took all the money out as soon as they maxed, and very shortly later, and everybody who stayed in probably lost money.
Huh. Oh,
But I
missed
think
that
there's
one.
still some. I think there's still some people in it though.
That one missed me completely.
Okay, so do we want to go through starting
Yeah.
through one and see if anybody
Yeah.
knows anything? Because I don't.
Not a clue. Well, you knew
Is
10.
is it called mining? Number one, is that mining?
Could be, don't know.
Recording. What's the question? What's the name of the
Banks
technology?
record transactions in a private database with cryptocurrency. Transactions are recorded in a public, distributed, anonymized database or ledger. Once a transaction is recorded, it cannot be removed or modified by anyone. Crypto evangelists who don't trust banks see this as a benefit. What is the name of this technology?
The only thing I can come up with is mining. They
Yeah.
call it
This is called the blockchain. All one word, blockchain.
blockchain. Excellent. That's
I
better than
didn't know
mining.
what blockchain was. Now I know.
How did you know that?
He's smart.
Excellent.
Two online.
Excellent.
I don't like crypto. I don't own crypto, but I know most of the answers.
Now we know all about
Oh,
Paul
excellent,
now.
excellent, excellent. We got an expert.
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't even have a. Well, I don't even really know what crypto is. I mean,
Okay, so we got
which one?
maybe
is
two
Bitcoin?
answers. So number two, moving
I don't
on.
know number two.
The first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, emerged in 2008 after the financial crisis. Its creator published a white paper on October 31st detailing the technology. The first transaction of 50 Bitcoins occurred on January 9th, 2009. The creator later handed off the project with their last known message sent on April 23rd, 2011 before disappearing. Today, their estimated holdings would be worth $92 billion, ranking them among the world's richest. What is the pseudonym of Bitcoin's creator?
I don't know.
That's why I said DB Cooper. I have a feeling I remember there was this guy who had a Bitcoin, but he couldn't find his password and he only had so many tries. And it was
that's
Yeah, I heard about that
I
too.
remember that.
And
This
there's
is a
also a guy
different
who lost a
question.
hard drive.
I don't know whatever
recently-
happened to those guys, if that ever happened, if it's the same guy, but that guy, we knew who he was. He just,
There was another one recently that the fiance threw away the hard drive and it's got like millions of dollars on it. And he's going to buy the landfill so he can search for it.
Yeah.
oh,
He
that's
said he'd give the
funny.
town millions of dollars if he could try and get his hard drive back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know the pseudonym of the creator
Let's
of Bitcoin.
skip that one. Go to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 3 is the Silk Road.
You know, that sounds familiar.
Excellent.
Yeah, because Trump just pardoned the guy for some reason.
Yeah, that sounds
Tough on drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to hire him. Put him in charge of something. Put him in charge of something.
The guy's gonna like do a trade for silk or something. He's like, oh wow, we're gonna
FDIC.
get our fabric from we're gonna do this here.
So number 4.
I think 4 is Dogecoin.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too. Doge.
DOG.
Wow, Paul, I'm glad you're on our team.
That's the only guess I knew. That's the only one I was.
Usually I don't get any.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have you because
I was
I'm
saying
honest.
mining and Doge are the only terms I know.
Honestly, I'm embarrassed that I know them, so I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. It's good to know random trivia.
Okay, so let me. Oh, look at Romero's in my room again. DOGE. Is that how you spell Doge?
Yeah,
I think so.
DOGECOIN.
of Government
It's about a
Dogecoin.
dog, right? Was that
Economy.
modeled after a dog?
Yeah, the Shibu Inu dog that was a meme for years.
Okay, now 4 is. What is it?
That's for
Doge.
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
What was 3 is Silk Road.
Silk Road.
Yeah.
And then because I just now put batteries in my
Your mouse.
and I took them out and it wasn't working. So number 2 is we don't know.
We don't know.
That's
We
why.
don't know.
Okay, so I was off one. So number
DB Cooper.
5.
2 is DB Cooper.
Isn't it
One is
Those look
blockchain.
look like feathers to me. Is it a bird?
it's a bird. Okay,
What are you talking about? The meme thing? No, that's a squirrel.
No, he gave us a
Squirrel.
3D.
It's a
No,
squirrel.
of the picture.
I know it's a squirrel.
Where's the
All that
squirrel?
color?
When you focus on it, it forms the shape of a squirrel. The color, don't ignore the color. Your eyes have to go across,
I
and you
can do
stare
that. I
at it,
can
and all of a
see it,
sudden
but
you'll see
I'm
a
not sure
squirrel.
that's a squirrel.
I'm 100% sure it's a squirrel holding a
Yeah.
nut.
I remember
see
the story
something,
as
but I
well.
can't see the head of it.
I
You
don't.
have to focus and like look through it, and then all of a sudden it comes in. You see the shape of
Oh, it's the squirrel.
squirrel holding a
Oh
nut.
yeah.
He's got a
Okay,
nut.
so all I was looking at was I could see the nut holding the nut, and I could see it's okay. Yeah, now I can see the tail.
I
Oh,
don't see
amazing.
it.
You
I
have
didn't
to be
see
able
it
to
at
do
all.
those things,
Amazing.
those hidden eye things, or whatever the magic
I
eye.
can't
I
do 'em.
remember when
Nope.
these were all the rage. Good
You
God.
kind of have to
was he
look through
sick?
it, like
Oh, and I can see the little,
Yeah,
little
I didn't
nuts
see 'em.
there too. He's got a whole bunch of walnuts right there.
Good
So
God.
he even
acorns.
euthanized his squirrel. Why?
I think they're
Why
acorn.
why would you kill a squirrel?
I still see
I
these
think
colorful feathers.
No,
I
you
think
have
he
to
wasn't.
focus your eyes at the cross or something.
I don't know. I can do
You
that.
have
Well,
to
anyway,
relax
why would
your
you kill a
eyes.
squirrel?
Maybe it's too late. in the
So I
morning.
think he was owning it illegally, and when the
Squirrel?
state authorities went to investigate, the squirrel bit the authorities,
Oh, come
and so
on.
I think they euthanized it to test it for rabies, if I remember right.
That actually makes
Oh my
sense.
goodness.
But the right was in
squirrel. They could have.
outrage.
That's silly.
Well, I'm not on the right and I'm pissed. Poor
Yeah.
little squirrel.
Okay, 6.
Number 6.
I still can't see.
Oh, this
the
has got another
squirrel.
image. Okay.
You just have to stare at it and kind of go cross-eyed.
I
and just
am not
wait,
going, I'm
and
not
just
getting a
wait.
migraine over that.
And
I believe
it
it's a
doesn't
squirrel.
look. The colors don't mean anything. It's
Oh, my
the
stupid
outline of
Number
the shape.
6.
I can sort of see a chicken, but not a squirrel.
Number 6.
Okay.
So I
going
think
to
number
six.
6 is CryptoPunk. I think
Is what?
CryptoPunk.
PUNK.
CryptoPunk?
Yeah, CryptoPunk. PUNK.
Okay, Paul, when you came here this evening, did you think this is what you were going to do? That you were going to excel?
excel.
Honestly,
He's just going to save the whole thing. Yeah.
my first 2 weeks, I answeed one question each week. So I'm
This
already
is your
ramping
day.
up.
This is your night.
Yeah, this is my
There you
round.
go.
Awesome.
Well, that's more than I do in a month.
She's
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
not,
talk us
I'm
out
not
of
usually
answers
much help
sometimes.
You guys
either.
are laughing because it's true. You know, it's true.
She'll talk us out of answers sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Susan's
I'm
good at
sure.
that.
I'm sure it was 50 million.
But you never
What's
know.
number
You know, some
7?
people we get
What's number
categories that
7?
Somebody's like,
So it's a
7 is
major Democratic donor who has not yet received a presidential pardon.
oh, this
So
is
someone who is really
I know
rich.
this dude. This is the guy with the hyphenated name. His name is
yeah.
dun, dun, dun. His name is Friedman.
That's at the end.
Something Friedman. What's his name? Do you know, Paul? Of course you do.
Sam, yeah, I do. Sam Bankman-Fried.
Is Alameda
This has been fascinating.
research actually in Alameda? Or is that
I don't know.
nothing to do with whatever?
No, I
So
think they are.
Fried-
They are
Fried or
they're all in
Friedman?
that area.
In Alameda, East Bay?
I think so.
Friedman.
Is it Fried or Friedman?
Sam Bankman-Fried.
It's fascinating
Fried,
story,
okay.
you guys. It's so interesting.
There's
And
so
you
much
know he's
madness in
You
crypto.
know he's gonna pardon him.
Yeah, it's very volatile.
Pisses me off. And his girlfriend too. And their little dog too.
The little dog too?
You know. Never mind.
That's
I'm trying to find another
Photo,
mouse. My
which,
mouse-
yeah, anyway. Number 8.
Yeah, the Wicked Witch of the West says that.
Oh, your little dog. Yeah, right.
Andrew Tate pulled this stunt with his coin daddy. What is the term for this type of scheme?
So does anyone know the answer?
No.
I know
No.
2 answers. So the old name for this used to be a pump and dump, I think.
Pump
But
and
the
dump,
new
I've heard
name,
that.
yeah, the new name is a rug pull.
I've heard both of those.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know this one.
Pump and dump is the one I heard more, but they
Yeah,
pulled
pump and dump's
themselves from
older,
under
but people seem to be saying rug pull these days.
Put 'em
So
both
that
down.
that would be
Put 'em
my
both
guess.
down.
So is there just one answer to this, or could both of those?
I think both of them will be acceptable.
Sounds like
to
we
be
can
honest
make an
with you. I've
argument
heard
for
both of those
both.
terms.
That's
Rug
it. You're hyping
pull.
something. You're pumping it. And then when you've hit what you think to be the peak, you sell and it crashes. You dump.
You cash out, and then all your people who are stuck with it are the ones who
Yep.
lost the money.
All the MAGA folk.
Yep. That's what Trump did to the MAGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said most of them invested between $100 and $1,000 based on his advice, and they lost their money.
Yeah.
And they'll still vote for him.
Yeah.
Every time.
I mean, there was a farmer on some news thing my husband was watching either yesterday or the day before, complaining about the water situation and how it's really hurting farmers and stuff that, under Trump's orders and stuff. And at the end of it, he says, yeah, I'll probably vote for him again. And your head just goes, please help me understand this.
He can't
the
possibly have
tribality.
another one, can he? He can't still run.
No, well, he's trying to change
They're
that.
trying.
Yeah.
They're trying. So who's the other guy getting impeached? Facing impeachment?
Yeah, does anyone know this?
Wait, which
No.
one?
Number 9.
Number 9?
He was on stage with Musk at CPAC.
I don't know his name.
Yeah,
He gave him
I
the
didn't
chainsaw.
watch that
Who is it?
because I didn't
It's
want to.
Javier Malai.
How
I
do you
think he's
spell it?
Milei is his surname, and Javier. I think he's is he Argentina's president?
Can you say it one more time, Paul? Spell it for me again.
Javier.
Javier.
Javier. Milei.
And the last one we got are the Trumps, Melania.
That's the Trumps, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just number 2, I think.
Yeah.
Which I just don't know. I've heard it in the past. But
Hey,
it was
you
years
gave
ago.
us 9 out of 10 answers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't worry about
we
it.
knew 10. We had one.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
us.
Well, I had
we
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew one. So
The only one I knew was
But he
Doge,
knew
and
it
I thought the first one was mining, but your answer's better.
Oh, so
Blockchain. That sounds correct. I've heard that.
what's
before.
the pseudonym?
So tomorrow, Paul, you can
Clark
go to work
Kent.
and brag about being a cryptocurrency expert.
It's not that. It's not
I
that
have never
artist
owned
guy. It's
crypto.
not that artist guy, is it?
Number
was it? I
2,
don't
this
know.
It's not Banksy,
Let's
is
just-
it? Number 2. It's not Banksy, is it?
I don't think it's Banksy.
No, it's
I
not
don't think
Banksy. We probably know this.
I've got it in my head that he's Japanese, but that's the only thing. It might
Are
not
you
even be
thinking of the
correct.
guy who started
Akiko Kaku.
You're not thinking of the guy who started 4chan, right? Because I think
I
they
don't think
half
so.
Japanese and the one who was Q.
Oh, I see. I know the guy you mean. Isn't he like Filipino? Or Filipino?
Maybe
I'm not sure.
I think his father's white, but they live in the Philippines.
Yeah, they live in the
Let's
Philippines.
And
go
then
with
they have that
something-
other guy who's got
Go with something like Genesis or Einstein or something like that. Pick one. Pick a name.
somebody
It's a
write it
pseudonym
down.
anyway.
I don't care.
Genesis.
I cannot find this stupid mouse.
Okay.
It's just a guess, and I'm
Job,
pretty sure I'm
Paul.
wrong.
Of course, I'm going
Fingers
to be on
crossed.
another team in a minute, and I'll be like, "Damn that guy! Why do you have to get them all right?"
Well, good job, Paul.
Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
No, I know nothing about this stuff. This is just
Sorry, I had to plug in a different mouse. It's not the batteries, apparently. It's something with the mouse. I don't know if maybe it's dirty or Lord knows what it is, but it's going in a corner. And it's those little ahs, the little
You got a
ones.
different mouse now?
Yeah, I took Mark's mouse and I had to plug it in. So,
So
I'm out of brand new ahs. So I have a bunch of ahs. So
So
all right,
you're
this seems to be working. God, it's so frustrating not have your mouse work right. Okay. Great category, Romero, for people who didn't think they knew as much as they did. We ended up on the team with Paul that knew just about everything. So he's the expert on cryptocurrency on our team. So just FYI. He says he's not a follower or buyer of it.
Never.
And I didn't even understand the questions.
I feel like that a lot of the time.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so I'll go with the answers. Ready? Okay. All right, so number 1 is the blockchain.
Yay.
Yay.
okay.
Number 2, I think that was the give me. Number 2 is Satoshi Nakamoto.
Of course it is.
We didn't know, but
Close,
that's
You're right, Paul. It's Japanese.
really
We were
close.
right.
Japanese name.
Can I get half a point for that?
Will you accept just Nakamoto?
Did anyone else get Satoshi, the Satoshi part?
Yep.
Carl?
Kyle got it. Of course, Kyle got it.
All right, so
Of course, Carl.
I was looking for the full name. Number 3, Silk Road.
Got it. Yay.
Number 4 is Dogecoin. I think everyone got that one.
Doggy.
Doge.
Rachel says we should call it doggy because it's a bad doggy.
Doggy. Number 5 is Peanut the squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yep. And
So if somebody put just squirrel, is that sufficient? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Did
Especially
anyone
because
get
it says
Peanut?
type of animal, not the animal.
Yeah, it doesn't say the specific one, so we just put the type.
Yeah. Did anyone get Peanut? No.
Thought it was in the question.
Is that Putin? Putin the squirrel?
Peanut.
Same thing.
Those were acorns, though.
You can see that.
Number
huh?
6 is CryptoPunks, and specifically this was CryptoPunk 5822.
Jeez.
Oh, we didn't
never
get
heard of
I
that.
thought it was 5829.
Oh, we got
Darn.
5821.
Close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus or minus 1.
Number 7 is Sam Bankman-Fried.
That's a fascinating story, you guys. If you don't know what's going on with that, that is fascinating.
That's a creep.
Yeah.
So
And
he's not
number
gonna be
8
fried.
is Pump and Dump.
Oh.
Whoa, good guess.
Number 9 is Javier Milei, the president of Argentina.
Ah.
And then number 10 is Donald and Melania Trump.
Yes, it
And
is.
Oh
I didn't
man, can we get a point? I put Trump and illegal immigrant wife.
I think you should get a point for that.
Okay,
I think for making everybody laugh, you should get an extra point.
Thank you.
Did you
As
mean
opposed to
Melania?
his-
Or did you mean Elon with the illegal?
I know, I get him confused all the time.
Elon and the Manchurian cantaloupe are not married.
Yeah.
That
Could
we
be a
know.
throuple. You
That
don't
we
know.
know about, Leonard.
Could be a throuple.
Also,
And they're
Oh
changing
God,
rules
that,
all over the place.
that just gave me a really creepy image. Oh God.
Sorry, leave it to me.
Oh,
This is why I'm called evil.
race,
Just
race.
You
Oh,
did see
thanks,
the
Steve.
video at HUD, right?
Yes, with him sucking on his
Yeah,
toes.
see? I'm not too far off. Who do you think was filming?
Oh, oh,
No one.
Someone with a strong stomach.
Well, you would have to be if you were her.
Yeah.
That smell.
Someone with
And you said you were
AI
looking for
prompt?
the full name for number 2, right?
yeah. Yeah, Carl got the full name.
Carl got it.
Otherwise, I would have given.
Believe
Yeah,
anything
thanks,
about
Carl.
any of this.
How about just it's not
This
Nakatomi?
is the group that freaked out about the category of
What if
lighthouses.
you had Nakatomi Plaza?
But this, they did good. They did good. I think we got really, really well.
Okay, so it
How is this
so if
better
we didn't put down the full name for this for Nakamoto or Nakatomi or whoever. Okay, put an X rather than a check.
Japanese dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am going to go to scores.
Japanese dude is still incorrect because we don't know his nationality.
Or
Or
if
it's even a he.
But it was Japanese.
Human with Japanese sounding name.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude is
so-
not masculine anymore, by the way. I watch Younger, and the women are calling each other dude all the time. Sorry.
All right, dudes. So let's get to the scores. So Team 4, you were great in your day, Susan, but it just stands to reason when it came to time to cash in your chips, these old diseased maniacs would be your bankers. Minds over muscle. I still don't know what that means, even though it's supposed to be relevant. 9.
We had Carl on the team. What can I tell you?
Is Piggy dead yet?
And Faith.
7.
Healthy hens can count their eggs. They're math chickens.
Thanks to Avi, we got 7.
Okay. Seems longer, but RFK Jr. has been HHS secretary for only a couple of measly weeks.
Oh.
We got 9.
We got 9.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
So we
Paul
talked.
got 9.
These
And
high
Peggy and
scores with this hard
Deborah's already here.
category.
So that idea of losing 1 point so that you would get Deborah when she showed up, she's already here. So unless we went Karen, you better think about it for the next round of Karen.
In that case, we got 10.
Those are some,
you never know.
those
Okay.
are some high scores for a really tough category.
It was, if you knew it, you knew it. It was one of those.
If we
That
didn't
goes
have
with
a
all
ringer-
categories, though.
If we
I
didn't have a
didn't.
ringer, it would have been Lighthouse this opportunity.
The lighthouse was, it wasn't the lighthouse. It was all questions about lighthouses.
Currency to lighthouses.
It was, you had to know the name of the lighthouse.
You had to know the diameter within an inch of the largest
How
lens
tall is the tallest lighthouse in North America?
within 1 inch.
No, it wasn't an inch. Okay.
His questions were very specific.
Yeah, Rob,
The
you
largest lens.
Okay,
How big
so
is it?
category 2 is very different. Not only is it not visual with things where some people can't see, but unless you're deaf, it's an audio category. So
What?
Well, I see the TVs, old TVs
Yes.
behind you.
I can't
Rob.
hear.
Category 2 is TV series theme music. This is the 7th time I've done this, and I still have one more.
Are we
And
going to get it right eventually?
It's 1955 to 2021.
Ooh,
So
Wow.
in the past games, the biggest spread was 5 to 10. Yeah, sometimes it was 7 to 10. So we'll see. These might be a little harder. All right. As I have done in the past, I am going to just play portions of it and then give you the file so you can play it as long as you want to figure it out. All right, let me go to my share.
It's always a good help, you guys, to have something right on these audio ones.
So here we go. Try to hide my meeting controls so they don't get in my way. Okay, going to 2. Going to 3. Oops. Trouble.
Ugh. That one.
Okay, going to 4. Going to 5. And coming up with 6.
This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates. And these are the Campbells. And this is
Number 7. Okay, going to number 8.
Important note, John.
And 9. Going to 10. Oops. Fast. And a bonus. Okie dokie.
Hi.
Okay, let me give you the link to the file and somebody open it and make sure it is accessible.
Are you going to do that, Avi, or you want me to?
And I will give you the timestamps as well.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Here are the timestamps.
Yeah, it works.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Go to your rooms.
I get my stupid mouse to go in to do the thing it's supposed to do. Come on, Gerbic, you can do this. You can do it, Susan. Yes, I can. The mouse is like going here and then over there. It's not the battery. It's not the mouse. It's not what I'm doing it on because in here and see what makes a difference. Do this, I can get to the room. Fine. A little bit more. There you go. Almost. You can do it, Susan. Join room 2.
In it came out while I was in London, so it at Western. So that would have been around 2021.
Taxi? I thought it was Cheers.
No, it was a Taxi for sure.
Okay, that
I just watched it last night.
Okay.
Number 6 is Soap.
Oh, good. That's it. Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Bonus is Squid Games, huh?
So now we need one for number
I
two.
think is Avengers.
Which one?
Oh,
The Avengers, with Mrs. Peel and
oh, that's good.
I think
Which one is that?
7. The old Mark really was into it, and I think that's
Oh, Avengers? Oh, I thought it was Mission Impossible, but no, the Avengers is good. Something like that.
it's something like that. Number 3 is a mystery of some kind. Oh, that's V?
Yeah, that's Taxi.
Yeah, okay. So number 4 is a sitcom, right?
Anyone recognize that?
No.
Recognize it, but I can't name it.
What number is that?
2.
Nothing I've heard. It's something I've never heard.
To me, it sounds like it could be like a horror
V is
thing.
3. V.
Yes.
Number 4.
4 is sitcom.
What's that show?
For number 2, I'm just going to throw this out there. I've never seen it, so I don't know if this is right.
Oh, that's
It
good.
just.
I know that song.
Oh no, it is not. I guarantee
Because that just
you that
it just feels very horror-esque to me.
Yeah, no, it's not. Let's try number 4.
I know that song.
That's the. Oh, that's who's the boss?
Which one? Who's
Oh.
number 4?
Number 4.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, oh God, how'd you know?
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's great.
Never heard of that show.
Good job, Vincent.
Yeah, that's what that is.
It's not Firefly, is it?
I was thinking it was Firefly.
But that doesn't
But it
sound
was never
right.
a TV show. Firefly was a.
No, it was a
Firefly
TV
was a
show.
TV show.
Was it a Firefly?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
then I
yeah.
think it's Firefly.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound quite right, but
But that's what I was thinking that it might be. Maybe if you played the song longer, it probably would have had more of the Firefly. Is this
still 5.
Yeah. It could be, I don't know. If it's not Firefly, I don't know what it is.
Same.
Yeah. I know what number 6 is. You don't need to play it.
Yeah, don't play it. That was awful.
Number 8 is a Western.
Yeah, I wrote a Western. Yeah, see that? I think that's the Avengers. Something like that.
Yeah, could be. Or Green Hornet, maybe? No. No, that's good, Avengers. 8 is Virginian?
Is what?
The Virginian? I'm trying to think. One of Westerns.
It was used partly on the Prisoner, but it's not. The Big Valley. It wasn't Bonanza, right?
No, that's not Bonanza. No. Have gun with will travel. Gunsmoke.
Is that like a big valley or something like that?
Yeah, it's one of
Big
those
Valley.
words. It's not Gunsmoke, is it? I think Gunsmoke
No.
was different.
No.
Big Valley or
Have gun will travel.
I've never seen Have Gun Run Will Travel. And I know I've heard this before.
Yeah.
So I think it might be Big Valley or because
Okay.
I have seen Big Valley.
Would number 9 be 90210?
It's a sitcom. I've never seen 90210, so it might be. It's not Buffy, right?
No, it's not Buffy. It's
Oh,
an 80s. It's from the 80s. I know
Yeah,
that.
that's a good answer.
Yeah. The only thing I can come up with. But it does have an 80s vibe to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard it before. It's just a guess. Yeah.
No, that's good.
This is 10.
Is it one of the Doctor shows, number 10?
Doctor Who?
I've never
No,
seen
it wasn't Doctor Who.
I've never heard that music before.
No.
And is Squid Game was a TV show?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It's a series.
That's probably
So
why
it's a TV Netflix thing.
It's
Okay.
a Netflix series.
Oh, I about had it with this mouse. I'm telling you, it is a different mouse I'm using now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see
Accidents.
number 2 again. That'd be like
The Fly.
not The Fly.
That was another TV show.
Night. What was that called?
No, the
Batman?
the one with Cumberbatch in it.
Oh, Sherlock
Sherlock?
Holmes?
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, and that's just a guess.
That's good.
It's
Yeah,
just called Sherlock,
That
not
is
Sherlock
like
Holmes.
that
Sherlock.
is like
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Sherlock.
that is just like a real shot in the dark.
Okay, I guess
Okay.
to 10.
Yeah.
It's not House. Doesn't it sound like a TV show, one of the medical drama shows? I'm gonna play number 10 again.
Give it a sec.
It's not ER. What are those medical shows? ER?
ER? Could be.
yeah.
Could be. I've never seen it.
That's,
I've never heard
that's
that.
about as best as we're gonna get.
Doesn't it sound medical? I have no idea.
Could be.
Well, we have answers for everything, and some of the
Yeah, I know.
there are
Some of them might even be correct.
there are 2 of them that I definitely know what they are, and that's 3 and 6. That I am
Yeah.
for sure know that that's what they are. So
One for sure, and I think the bonus for sure.
yeah.
I've
we
never
just
heard of V, Who's the Boss
V.
soap.
Oh,
Big Bang.
because that V
Yeah.
is from the 80s, and then did a revamp of V back in the 2015 or something like that. So yeah.
What's it about?
It's about these aliens that come to Earth and they're kind of hungry for
hungry.
Yeah. They're human. They look humans, but they're not. They're like kind of like lizards kind of thing. So, and then they start harvesting humans for food. And they become humans become freedom fighters against the aliens. And they don't really have a name for the aliens, but it's fascinating. One of the
Very
aliens
famous, very
is-
popular series.
Never heard of
yeah,
it.
V was quite popular, very campy. It was a very campy show. It was really bad acting and very, very campy.
Was it campy on purpose or was it campy?
It was campy on purpose. It was. They made like a made-for-TV movie. This would have been made-for-TV movie. And then a couple of years later, they made it into like a little bit of a series. It didn't do well. So, but it was fascinating. They made it mostly on like a World War II theme kind of thing. A little bit of fascism, a little bit of horror to it and everything. And
That's interesting.
yeah, and then
never
they
got
put
into it.
yeah, and then they put a young Helen Hunt, I think, was part of it. Very young. And what the guy that did the Nightmare on Elm Street things,
Is it like Wes Craven or something?
no. I forgot what his name was. He did Nightmare on Elm Street, the character, the evil guy.
Oh, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, not Freddy Krueger. No. Anyways, I can't remember.
That was the character's name.
Yeah.
The lead actor?
That character. And he was part of the V. And Michael Ironside was in it.
Wasn't Soap like a soap opera, but it was a parody of it?
Yes,
Fresno?
it was. Yeah. It was very controversial for its time. Do you remember why?
Was there a gay person on it?
It actually had a gay character in it. Yeah.
Now that'd be nothing.
It almost got canceled because of that.
Do you remember the series Fresno?
No,
it had like Carol Burnett. It was a soap opera about Fresno, and which is near me, kind of near me. And it was like supposed to be like Dallas or one of those. I mean, just way over the top. I never saw it, but I was thinking I'd like to watch it someday. Heard it was hilarious. Let me write that on something.
I don't think they
What
have.
is Big Valley about?
It was a Western. Like
What is
Smoke.
What is Who's the Boss about?
It was a sitcom.
Boss? Oh, that's
catchphrases and who was the star of that?
that
was
Isn't
Tony
that
Danza.
Tony
Will Smith?
Danza.
Wasn't Tony
Boss was,
Danza
Will
in
Smith.
Taxi? One of the stars
No.
of Taxi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he was a
Tony
was
Danza
that taxi.
was in Taxi as well.
Taxi
Yeah.
was incredibly good.
Yeah.
But it was a
Tony
little too New
Danza and
Yorky
the-
kind of for me. I didn't really relate to it really well because it was all, you know.
Everything I know about Taxi is from Tony Danza's Wait, Don't Tell Me interview.
Who's the Boss is
What's her
was,
name?
this guy that had his
His
daughter. that went and got a job as like a housekeeper, maid, nanny kind of thing. And the roles were kind of reversed to where he was the guy that did it for the high-end woman. God, I can't remember her name.
What was her name?
I can't remember her name. And she had a kid also, the younger than his kid. Danny something was his real name. And he actually turned out to be gay afterwards.
In real
Yeah.
life or not in real life?
He was kind of in real life. And he was outed by one of the gay publications, which of course you could never do today. But yeah, he was outed. So he outed himself. Can't remember. I should look it up.
What's her name? The wife's name?
Geez, I can't remember. Oh, let
God,
me look.
I could picture it.
Oh, I can't look it up, can I?
No, you can't look it up.
No. Oh, okay.
Afterwards. What's her name? Jeez, I could picture
her. Trying to remember. Geez, I have to go into my memory banks. That's really
Didn't know that you would have to be paying attention to this years.
I know.
Should have been paying attention.
Angela. I just remember Angela. That was the character's name. But Tony was Tony. Danny, I think, was the young
When am I
one.
going to come back? Is the timer already going? Because I don't see it.
No.
No.
Rob forgot to do that. Should we go back to the main room and put pressure on him?
Let's go back to the main.
All right.
Should we go back?
Come on, mouse, you can do this.
Oh, where is everybody?
We're wondering why you're taking so long, so we went back to the main room.
Okay.
So my mouse is
We are leaving.
Main room.
Used to watch. V was about to fight. Basically, it was to fight fascism, but in a science kind of way. Rob, are you gonna like close the rooms off or what?
The countdown has been going.
Yeah.
It has? Oh.
I don't think you see it when you're in the main room.
Oh, okay.
You're muted, Susan.
I'm telling you, I'm about losing it with my mouse. Okay, it's not the mouse because I'm using a different mouse now. It's not the batteries because I'm on like third try of batteries. It's not what I'm using because I've used multiple things. And it's been days where it's been starting to act up. So I don't know if it's a Windows thing, but
probably a computer thing.
Annoying as heck when your mouse doesn't quite.
Yeah, Judith Light.
That was her, remember? Yeah.
That was her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She played in a Netflix series just recent. Well, it's been a few years. A politician's son. And I forgot what the show was called, but I started watching it and then I lost interest. So
Is anybody watching Severance?
Severance? No.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for all the episodes on this season to end so I can watch it. But
where? What?
On
what,
Apple?
Apple. Oh.
I'm gonna get a free a 1 week membership for Apple. You know, like a trial, and then watch it and cancel it. I just wondering if it's maybe I don't want to know if it's really all that great. Is anybody watching Severance? Just FYI, season 2. Leonard?
We are.
Yep.
We are.
Okay,
Yep,
don't say
I'm watching
anything.
it.
Paul, okay,
Nothing today.
don't say anything. I'm waiting for it to be the last episode so I can binge it.
I can tell you, you still don't know what the hell's going on.
Thanks, Faith, for ruining it. Well, this last episode hasn't aired, so there's time.
Well, maybe Faith hasn't figured it out yet, but
Everybody else is on that track.
Okie dokie, here we go.
Do I have to turn off the thing?
I don't think so. I mean, all of these were on other YouTube channels, and
Okay, then we're probably all right.
not a problem. Yeah, these weren't like official. These are usually just fans, having clips of things. So here we go.
Yep, Taxi.
Yep.
Great show.
Used to watch that, but I couldn't remember it.
All right, going to number 2.
Oh, The Walking Dead.
Yep.
We didn't even get
Yep.
close.
Oh,
One of the few on here I have never seen.
wow.
I've never seen it either.
Well,
I hear it's great.
I watched
I would,
it.
I would
Yeah,
say don't
until
bother.
the last seasons, it gets pretty dumb.
It goes downhill fast.
Yep.
Is that
So it
because
runs,
the
it
zombies
runs.
just aren't around?
it starts as a zombie thing and then goes downhill from there.
Those sound
Good job.
Oh.
Oh,
Good job, Benson.
Dang it.
Well, we knew it was space.
V and V the final battle and V the TV series.
I love that show. The lizard heads.
Oh, they are
Yep.
campy. Vincent was
Oh
telling me
yeah.
it was
Oh,
really
the
campy.
show was really campy. Oh yeah.
Look at that hair.
Yeah, the aliens that came and took the humans.
And did bad things.
Did anybody watch
halfway
the
across the galaxy to get some
reboot?
water.
Yeah,
Anybody
look,
watch
it's
the
Freddy
reboot?
Krueger.
Robert Englund. That's the guy. Yes.
Say Grant.
Yeah.
Ready.
Played
Michael
really
Good old Michael
Ironside.
Ironside. I liked V. That was a good show. I should have recognized that. Oh, it's been so long since I watched it, though.
No.
It's a pretty tame and boring kind of movie.
And Lane Smith.
Yep.
Nice.
What big actors.
So that's the actual series that followed the
I don't
TV
know
series.
any of these human beings. I don't think I've recognized a single one.
What?
I am way out of
Terrible.
Right. Yeah.
They don't look familiar. They don't have names that are familiar.
They
Lane
are-
Smith played Perry White in Lois and Clark.
Outside of Robert England, yeah, I don't know any of them.
Robert
with you, Carolyn.
Englund.
Michael Ironside? You don't know Michael Ironside?
Scanners, man.
Most people
Scanners.
got this, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus,
Oh,
yeah.
it's HOF.
Oh, we
Good
didn't
job,
get it.
Kevin.
Yeah.
I read somewhere, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but in England, they just called this show Will They or Won't They?
Okay.
That does capture it.
Relation
Good light.
in
Yeah.
Spanish, because nouns have genders in Spanish.
Alyssa
So
Milano.
When I saw it, when I saw it
Arrow.
in
That's
Spanish,
yeah.
it says who's the boss male.
Oh.
So it is assuming, sexist, so sexist culture that the boss is a man. I mean, really, the premise of the show just being that a woman is the boss over this man who works for her. It's just-
Yes. Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, good job.
We
Yay.
said Firefly.
It does ring. Yes, it does
Yeah.
sound like
That
that.
was
At
one of
first,
the
that's what we
one of our
thought.
guesses.
Right.
No way.
We were going
Paul.
between Firefly and Deadwood, and luckily we picked correct.
All right. Yeah, I actually did Firefly once before. Not that I won't ever redo something, but I have not yet.
Never saw Deadwood.
Oh,
Firefly
it's
was
fun.
amazing.
It's a fun show.
It's
That-
great.
Freaking, they spent 3 minutes on the introduction. I don't understand. And then one of these has like a 15-second introduction. That's it. I don't understand how they make that decision.
Well, their introductions are much shorter shows than they used to be.
Next one.
This
should have been a giveaway.
Vincent had this.
Great show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
Even
such a
I knew that one.
It was fun.
I remember hearing this intro, but I've never seen this.
And these
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's a very
Is that how they named the entire genre?
so
I don't think so. That would be fun to watch.
This is really interesting because I don't think they did that with CG at the time, so they did that very carefully.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it could have been Starphone and just added the sound. Can
Yeah.
somebody like Karen? Yeah, oh no, wait, I got it.
Oh no, the man.
Oh.
Damn it.
I'm so sorry, people.
Did
I
anybody
said
get that?
Avengers.
Did anybody?
I said the Avengers.
Yeah.
Did you put the
I thought it
U
might be
period,
not
N period,
planning.
C period? Did you do that? Did you do that?
Oh, we did not do that, and no, that doesn't count.
The
Stop it.
United Command for Law Enforcement.
I thought I knew
Damn
that
it.
Mark listened to this all the time, but I thought it was the Avengers. Sorry,
Oh,
sorry
definitely.
people.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh my God, great. Good Gunsmoke.
What was
Oh,
it? Gunsmoke?
Really?
didn't we mention
Yeah, we put Big
Gunsmoke?
Matt
Dude,
Dillon.
we
Yeah.
said
The
no,
only
that's
reason
not
I knew this
Gunsmoke.
is because they would say starring J. Marness, and that's as soon as this came
Time
on,
to
we
change
turned the
the
TV
channel.
off.
So I had to actually do the outro instead of the intro. It's the same exact music, but in the intro they go Gunsmoke, starring James
Oh.
Anessas. You just said. So
Okay, I know Gunsmoke.
a lot of shows did that in those days. I
Yeah.
noticed.
That's so the housewife who's in the other room could know to come running in. Put the ham on. And
Well,
Damn, I knew that music. Sorry, team.
Yeah,
Did
I messed
anybody
up.
get it?
Who's the boss? I just could not
yeah, Gunsmoke.
think of the right show.
Nobody got Gunsmoke. Huh?
I got
Yeah, that was the
He
oldest
got
one.
Gunsmoke.
Everyone knew that.
no, only the
You know
Only
what?
team,
Ben knew
every
that.
person
I
knew
never
that.
watched
I
it,
am
so
sad to
not
say that I
doing
got this one right.
Yeah, I never
I
watched
got-
that show.
I got it right. It was a shot in the dark. And it
Very
was
good.
You did good, Vincent.
90210 and we got it.
Gosh, look, they look so young.
It just had a very recognizable theme. So
I have no idea who these people
I haven't watched a lot of the show, but
Luke
Wesley, you don't know who that is?
He's
Luke Perry, I've
gone.
heard of him.
Oh,
Luke Perry.
I've heard of him.
Died.
That's a
So
green.
did Shannon Doherty.
Oh, she's
Sorry,
not
sorry.
on.
Sounds
Honey.
familiar. Yeah.
Nobody remembers you.
Oh yeah, she's still around.
Never heard of these people.
Carol
Goodness
Potter.
gracious.
Yeah, she's still. Yeah, he's around.
Oh, you had to show the one without Shannon Doherty if they kicked her off the show.
And she's
here.
gone now too.
No one got this, I think.
Oh,
The Doctor.
Yeah, the
Remember
doctor
that.
Oh,
Never
no.
watched that.
Never
We
seen
were like,
it.
it sounds like a doctor show, and we were going
Never
through all
heard
the
of it.
doctors.
Hey, Paul, that
makes up for the one we didn't take.
Yeah.
Yep. We apologize, Paul.
So as usual, I don't pick anything that's like a one season thing. This is running for like 7 years. Actually, this is the last year. So yeah.
Seriously? I've never
That
heard
was
of
the
it.
theme song of it. I never actually saw. That's the show with an autistic doctor, right?
That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
oh,
I've seen clips from it, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I've
it.
seen
Alright.
clips, but never actually saw a show, so I never heard the theme. But it
Yeah.
didn't sound like a doctor show. Isn't that
It
funny?
did. Yeah, we went through going.
So many other doctor shows sound like doctor shows.
Yeah, we were going all over the place and then came up with it.
All right. Did anybody get the bonus?
Yes.
You know about the games,
Pretty
yes.
sure.
yay.
What in the world is this?
Squid Games.
The games.
Oh, it is Squid Games.
Yep.
Somebody mentioned
Dang
it
it.
on our team.
Somebody in our team got it. but
Yeah.
Not me. I would never have
didn't
gotten
I
with it.
mentioned it,
Oh,
but
God, we
we
kept
went.
saying it.
Squid
Ben.
Games or Project
Well,
2025.
That's not what we guessed, unfortunately.
We kept saying it
Project
sounded pretty good until
25.
they're right. Isn't this Squid Games when they kill the
They
player?
kill the contestants.
Yep.
It's basically yes, 100 people. Whoever wins,
426 people.
or
Okay.
however, Mr. Beast tried to do his own version as being sued.
Yeah.
over.
So
He's
they win.
still doing it.
So they win a plate of calamari.
It is creepy. Something
It's
I wouldn't
like the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And if you watch Kendrick Lamar's
Battle Royale.
halftime,
It's sort of like the Hunger Games, but everybody is choosing to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do
Oh,
our scores.
Susan,
You guys got your scores?
We might get Karen.
There's Karen and there's Kyle. So
we
keep that in
might
mind,
get
you
one of
guys.
them. We didn't.
Karen showed up before Kyle did, I think. So she's.
I know our team didn't do well.
Wait. So who said everyone's choosing to be there?
In the Squid Game?
Who said that?
I
Somebody
They chose to be there initially.
So yeah, they didn't know what they were getting themselves into at first, and then they're voting. But you have to stay there if the majority votes. It's just like you have to stay in the United States under the circumstance, even if you didn't vote for this. So I wouldn't say I'm
remember there being
choosing.
any voting in Squid Game.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so it's
You
taking
can
me
leave
this
anytime you
long.
want.
It's taking me this long to
Stuck in
share
there.
the damn
Well,
screen.
there's a lot of us, a lot being afraid of being kicked out of the U.S. right now.
In the second season of Squid
I'm
Game,
gonna throw that out there.
after every round they vote. Every round they vote and they keep voting.
I haven't watched the second season yet. Thank you.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit the stupid button for share. Hold on. There it is. Oh my God, this is going to drive me to drink.
You got 19-year-olds in your system.
Okay, wait. What the heck is this? What is showing? What in the world is going on?
You got Doge in your system. And you've
What
been
is
doged.
it?
You've been doged.
Doggy.
Can I function on a computer without a mouse?
Nope.
No.
And our computer system was acting up earlier this
people
week.
used to do it all the time.
We get text
Yeah, but
asking
I've
me
got
if a
like multiple
19-year-old was hacking our system.
How do you? Okay,
So-
okay, wait. I can do
So,
this.
Faith, did you get the email to report your 5 accomplishments this week?
No, because I'm technically in a weird little position, but I would have deleted that email.
My
Rob,
dentist.
Rob, can you just share the stupid screen for the thing? Because I'm done.
What?
Can you share the screen for the scores?
Okay.
Because I'm done. I cannot. My mouse is just.
What's going on? That's
I don't
weird.
know. It's pissing me off though. It's like having the wrong prescriptions in your eyes or something. You just can't get it right.
So Faith,
Thank you.
my dentist also does federal work, like and disasters where they have to identify people and things by their teeth. And he told me the horror stories. He got that thing. He has to tell them 5 things that he did. Freaking, he's quitting. He's quitting that service.
Yes.
See, we're gonna lose so many good people.
Yep.
I would just be sending in pictures.
Let's do the scores,
of the
please.
skulls and the
installs
teeth.
microphones in people's teeth for the CIA.
My daughter
I believe-
Sarah got
We
the
can
thing.
trauma dump after the scores.
Sarah got it too?
Sarah got it, because it went out to FEMA, but her supervisor told everybody, don't do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna, and she filled it out for everybody. It's all bullshit.
Okay.
And it's all
so-
apparently it's all going to AI anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob. Let's see. We've got, all right. What do we got here?
Good share.
Healthy hens can count their eggs. They're chickens.
Oh, why aren't the totals not working? What did you do?
I didn't touch it. I can't even get my mouse to go over there. Don't make
We got 6, I think. Oh, we got 6.
We got 6. Oh man.
Yeah, this is hard.
Oh yeah, Kyle's been whisked away. So can you put a 6 in that category?
You can't enter the numbers either?
I
Oh my God.
cannot get my mouse to go to that 80 monitors.
All right, wait. So this was, I wasn't listening. Which team
Yes,
is this?
team 2-6.
My team.
Chicken team.
Yeah, my mouse is just not, it's just doing random things. Okay. Is Piggy dead yet?
5.
Okay, so Karen and Kyle are up, and maybe Brandy if she's there. Seems longer, but JFK has been HHS secretary for only a couple of measly weeks.
6, according to my count.
We got 7.
7? Did I miss one?
Yeah, I thought it was 7.
2, 3,
7.
5. I counted 1, number 1, number 2, number 4, number 5, number 6, and 9. Did I miscount?
I got
I
1.
think we got 7 as
2,
well.
4, 5, 6,
6.999.
number 7, and number 9. So
Oh, okay,
7.
okay, I missed 7. All right.
Okay. You were great in your day, Susan. Let's just keep it there.
I think we got 9.
We had 9.
Ooh.
Wow.
Mm.
So let's put Karen's gonna go on Is Piggy Dead Yet?
Thanks,
Oh,
Greg.
and then put somebody on my team because I'm falling asleep.
Your team's almost in the lead.
And just so
and so
Deborah's on our team too. You don't have her.
And I'm gonna have to run. My dinner's here, so I'm gonna head out. But
Fine.
before I do, I just got a note from Coleman, and he's got a new video out. And
Yeah, I saw
put
that.
it in the chat, and it was the Mandela Effect conference. It
Yeah.
looks
Cool.
It's hilarious. I haven't looked at that yet,
There's
but
a
there's
conference
and that's
now.
what Kat and I are going to be talking about that next week. That's how we've been kind of working together. Coleman will be on the Skeptic Zone too, so
neat.
about the
wonderful.
Mandela Effect conference.
Very
It's really fun.
cool.
So have fun, everybody.
Adrian.
Nice to see
Bye.
everyone.
Tell them I said
Okay.
hi.
Yeah.
Can somebody add? Okay, so on team
Adrian,
two,
stay
Kyle
long
and
enough for the
Brenda-
picture.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, yeah,
falling
somebody's
asleep
gotta
too,
take a
so
picture.
I'll leave after the picture and all that.
Okay, can you put Rob on team 2? Can you put Kyle and Brandy? And then where does Deborah go?
3.
And and Deborah's on there.
Deborah?
Okay. Now, if you could unshare the screen and let's take a photo.
What do I do?
You can fix it in a minute. I'm going to try restarting my computer. And you missed Bo and Deborah. Okay, everybody look at the camera. Who's taking the picture?
Where's the
No.
camera?
Rob, are you taking the picture?
No.
Hi, Deborah.
All right, hold on.
Somebody's got to take the picture or we'll be here for 30 minutes while I'm trying to get the
I
mouse
can do it.
out. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Here we go. All right.
Cheese.
Done.
Okay, thank you.
Gouda, mozzarella.
Okay, so I'm going to restart my computer, so I have to be loud back in.
Wait. Is somebody else the host? Otherwise, it'll cancel the session.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try to see if I can figure out how to do that before I
I'm
leave. It
signing
might
out.
be about
We
an
might
hour.
let you back in.
Yeah, you click on a square, and one of the options in the three
Hi,
dots on the
Brandy.
square
I see you now.
is to make a host.
I'm going to cry here in a minute if you guys can I get the stupid mouse?
Yeah, if you can't use the mouse to make somebody host, don't quit, because it'll end.
Okay, but it's going to take me a minute. Okay, hold on. I can see
I
the
think
mouse
it's maybe
there.
you got a new desk. It's the desk's fault, not the
No,
mouse.
it's the same desk I
Mouse
had.
pad, maybe?
Hold on.
Yeah, do you have a mouse pad?
Yes, it's
Are
been
you
working
using
fine.
it?
I've tried not using it. Okay. Well, I got to make somebody. Oh, shoot.
Have you tried disconnecting and reconnecting it to the computer?
I'm
again?
using a completely different mouse now. So it's a second mouse. So I'm-
It's
my
fun to
second-
torture your friends or coworkers
Yeah.
by plugging in an additional mouse into their computer with an extension cord, and then you just move their
So if I
cursor
have
around.
if I have
Or-
two
or-
plugged in, is
Or
that
a
a
wireless
problem?
dongle, man.
It
Two
can be,
mice
yeah.
plugged in? Yes, it's probably
it
a
would be,
problem.
especially
Okay,
if
so
you're
plug the
doing
first
anything that'll
mouse.
bump the other mouse.
Try unplugging the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You
before
really only want one plugged in
Wait,
at a
why do
time.
you have two
Seriously,
mics?
we're on break, you guys. Go on break.
We
Why
know
did you
we're
have
on
two
break. We're just watching you.
Because the first one was acting up, so she set up an additional one, but I don't think she
Forgot to
removed the
unplug
first
the
one.
other
So much
one.
better.
That might be the problem. Oh, please be the problem.
It's a feedback problem.
Please be the problem.
She set up a Mickey, then she set up a Minnie Mouse.
Mhm.
All right. It's how did it get so dirty under here?
I noticed that she had to go down on her knees to get the mouse.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
No, I meant to go get the mouse. I was saying she's going to try to get the mouse.
The mouse is on the ground. 'Cause
As in like the mouse is like a real thing, like a mouse.
The cat's got it already, though.
What did you think, Faith? What I was gonna say?
I don't know. It's 2025. Anything
God.
can be anything at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm more mature than that.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. You
Depends when you give the category. It's pretty silly sometimes. But
Oh, well,
I
yeah.
like it though.
But
I really enjoy when you do those goofy ones. I like it.
yes, well, I like to have fun sometimes.
I like it. I have no problem with it at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
plugging the old one.
It's way better than lighthouses.
Oh, jeez.
I bought her meat grater, Ramiro.
I'm gonna do Punch and Judy again. You guys better watch
No
it.
way.
It's going to be
Punch and
interesting
Judy,
to see what the
Lighthouses,
reactions are
those are
to
disaster.
my category coming up.
Uh-oh. Is it a bad one? Interplanetary stuff, I bet.
So I was thinking of doing a space astrophysics thing. So just for shits and giggles, I asked ChatGPT to give me a bunch of questions, and
Oh God.
a surprisingly large percentage of them were just wrong.
Yeah.
Which was silly. But then I got a completely different idea. So it won't be
Okay, I
that.
think it's working better now. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm taking out this. No, I can't even imagine what a
Leonard's doing teen heartthrobs from the 50s and 60s.
It's more topical than that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can a mouse really go back?
Keanu Reeves. He's doing Keanu Reeves.
Where's that tonight? Oh.
I don't know. Maybe she just, I don't know.
She did a webinar yesterday, so she's probably pretty tired today. So
Oh God. Hamilton, what are you doing? Don't be looking over there.
Are you serious? They're going to redraw the border between Canada and the US.
What?
They're proposing it.
What do they want to change?
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Trump wants to
way
move
down
it.
to
Trump probably
Tijuana?
wants to move it to the North Pole so we get all
They're
Canada.
going to use a dashed line.
There's a weirdness in Minnesota. There's that bump up.
It's
That's
one of
the
his
only-
advisors that's suggesting that.
Yeah,
I got my paycheck. It went in today, so we good.
That's right. If California becomes the 11th province, that will more than double the population of Canada.
Not more than double.
Yes, it will.
Canada has more people in it than California does.
No, it doesn't. California has more people than Canada.
We'll look it up.
It'll over double it.
Yeah.
So
What's the population of California?
Which of you counted most recently?
Yeah.
I am only going by having looked within the last 2 weeks on Wikipedia. So
Well,
take that for what it's worth.
and what is that based on, the 2020 census? Because that's what I was going on.
Look it up right now and solve this.
I don't know.
I just don't care.
Canada has about 42 million.
And California has about 45 million.
45 million? Oh, okay.
Population 2024, California 39,431,263.
Oh, okay. Well,
according to Wikipedia.
What if it went down?
Yeah, because a lot of people moved out, remember?
It's pretty damn close.
Nonsense.
No nonsense, that's not close. 49 and 40.
Nonsense that a lot of people moved out. I mean, on the scale of a house, yes, but not on the scale of 40 million.
Right.
Well, no, not that many, but there were, I don't know. I just remember the news reports that we had a lot of people leaving, and then it actually
Gee, and
made
the
up for
news
it
is
last
always completely objective.
And
It
then
never goes
it
for
was one of the
as I
higher
was
percentages.
as I
of-
continued to say, and then it was making up for it with the new influx. So I don't know if people moved back or whatever, but there were people moving.
And is the census counting the undocumented population, which is pretty high in California?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they're not afraid to
I know.
use the census.
How well it's
list.
counting is another thing to tell.
Well, if they count them,
but
then
they
they're
are trying to
documented.
count it.
They're no
No.
longer documented if they count them.
Not the case.
No, I know, but there's some kind
They're
of document.
documented in another way.
Right. There's some kind of
Good one.
document.
Okay, we're back. I have a mouse. Oh my gosh, that is so.
Is it working
that
now?
mouse. Seems to be. Yeah, it's a little.
That
different
happens
now.
like to me when the batteries run out. I start to panic.
Well,
Battery
I
runs out,
changed
my
the batteries
keyboard-
twice, and it wasn't the battery. So I don't know what the problem is, but
You had two plugged into the same
I
time.
used Mark's mouse and I put a fresh battery in it, and then I got rid of. That was what the last half an hour was. That I had two.
What
two
else are you
mouses.
doing? Stop that.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
if you
annoying.
switch out mice, never leave the old one still
Yeah,
plugged
I've
in
never,
because that can cause issues.
I've never had that problem before, but I mean, I've never had to change a mouse. It's always been the battery the problem. Anyway, that was freaking annoying. I
You
could.
have
It
2
was
mice,
almost
then you're
unusable.
gonna have 20 mice.
They're all over the. All right,
Only if the batteries are charged.
they have to be. Anyway, so what was my point? My point is that
We're back.
what do we got? What do we got announcements wise out here? Rob, you have something?
I do. So just yesterday, I think it was, my article for the Skepticism Month in AIPT Science was published. And it's about a topic you like, Susan. Is UFO disclosure really imminent? Yeah.
Is a link in there? Did you put the link
Yes,
somewhere?
I got to write about UFOs again.
Oh wow, they love you on UFO Twitter. You're
I-
like you're like number in the
I don't-
20th spot of.
I don't think they'll find this one because it's not on SI, but
They don't even look at SI. These people only look at Twitter or they look at.
oh, well, that's true.
Wikipedia.
Russ, he does share this on social media, so they might see it. Anyway, I'm a little worried that my local fringe group, we're still recording? Yes, I won't say where I am. My local fringe group will see this and not be happy because I told about what happened at one of their meetings
Oh, I
20
remember
in
that. That was
2018.
great.
I've never told that story publicly, so I told it
Come
here.
on, I've heard it like 4 times.
Well, that it hasn't been written about or any on a video. Okay, so
Oh.
yeah, where they're all excited that there was a speaker who was an author about UFOs, and this was back in 2018. And any day now they're going to tell us that's why all this. Anyway, I gave them the details. And the second thing is that this coming Monday on the Recovering from Religion podcast, we have Dr. Abby Hafer, who is going to be
Oh,
talking
nice.
about one of her favorite subjects. She actually wrote a book on intelligent design, Why Evolution Explains the Human Body and Intelligent Design Does Not. I think that's actually the name of the book too. That's the name of this talk. So I'll put the link if people would like to attend that live stream. Yeah, that's fun. And then the week after that, we have Natalia Pasternak.
Oh, excellent.
Ah, nice.
So this is like Science and Skepticism month.
I've heard of these people.
So you're saying it's on Monday, right?
It's on Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Much earlier for you people. Except for Jamie. Jamie, it's the next day.
Yeah, well, he's always ahead of the game.
That's right.
Fantastic. Kyle, what do you got?
Well, this week on Data Skeptic, a new type of network we're talking about. Anyone who's worked at a big company has probably seen an org chart once in a while. And I talked to an engineering guy who figured out a way to extract those from PDF files without using AI. So just some techniques he developed to pull org charts out and do some analysis on them. And that's this week on Data Skeptic.
Without
So
using
by
AI?
not using AI, do you mean not using a neural network?
Right, like, what does that mean?
So yeah, so doing it with traditional sort of numeric algorithmic techniques, old school.
Otherwise known as AI.
Well, there's no learning involved in his, so regular old coding.
There's no learning in most humans either. So
So Kyle and Brandy, Deborah and I will be seeing you very soon. Not this
Yeah.
week, but the following weekend, we're going to be at Skeptic Camp LA. And it's going to be a blast. We have Kyle is going to be doing a talk. I'm going to be doing a talk. And we have what is his name?
Oh, I said Karen, I thought was also.
Oh yeah, Karen's also going to be doing a talk. Thank you. I just realized that too. That's fantastic. But I was trying to say the word Jared.
Is it Jaren?
Jaren's Jaren, and this is the guy who went to the Antarctic as a flat earther and changed his mind. So he's being attacked by all the flat earthers. It's incredible. So I think this is the first time he's going to be speaking out in a public way. So this should be very interesting. So that's
Wait, I missed. Where is he speaking?
We're going to be at LA Skeptic Camp.
He's going to be speaking there? Oh.
Paula said we should get him, and she got him because he's from not too far from there, and we know people who know him. So he's one of the people who's going to be speaking. Karen's going to be doing her talk, which is fantastic. What else do I need to know about that? I can't. Now that I can use my mouse. This is so exciting. It's like whenever you can finally breathe after being sick, you say to yourself, "Oh my God." How nice. Ross Blotcher is going to be the MC. And we have somebody talking about Loch Ness Monster, who did observations at Loch Ness. And we have a magician who's blind. He's a magician who performs at the Magic Castle. And he's going to be talking about, I think, discipline. Not discipline. What do I say? Disability. Something to do with disability. Anyway, I've met him in person. He can do magic, some amazing stuff. I've seen him do a trick with a
guy who
knife.
does like does like card tricks entirely by feel and stuff? Is that him?
I don't think it's that one. I've seen that guy, but this guy, I've seen him do an effect that includes a big old knife, and he put in a bag, and he goes like this, and it's like, oh my God. But Friday night's going to be really exciting because Jim Newman from the podcast Go Fact Yourself, who used to play trivia with us,
Newman,
he has done an investigation of a movie that my Mark showed Jim Newman when Jim Newman was up here to visit a couple of years ago, called Man on a Swing. It's a psychic movie. It is a true story psychic movie. It is phenomenal. And so Jim has done a whole bunch of research about the psychic case and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be Friday night. We're going to watch a movie, and he's going to do a talk about it. And then the next day is our Skeptic Camp. Plus, I think there's going to be a Go Fact Yourself episode on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to record another one. And the one that Deborah and I and Paula and Jim Newman did up in San Francisco just came out. I haven't listened to it. Did you listen to it again, Deborah?
I have it on my podcast. I haven't listened to it yet.
I put it up on my feed and I kept forgetting about it. But
what's the name of the movie, and is it available online somewhere?
yes, it's Man on a Swing. It's an old black. It's kind of I think it was in the 70s. It's old, so you can find it somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, it's an incredibly good movie. Mark was the king of movies that were psychic related, and I've got cupboards full of stuff that some of it very old. It were really psychics, mediumship, seance. I think we got everything here at the house. I just don't know what it is. But anyway, he showed Jim this movie, and Jim got into it and did a lot of research.
I need to feed these puppies pretty quick.
Creepy as hell. Okay.
I
Carolyn?
put one more thing. I put up another link. While I was investigating what people are saying currently about UFO disclosure, I watched so much Instagram stuff and Facebook Reels that I was pulling all my hair out. And I figured, well, let me document some of this. So I made an 11-minute video using about, 15 shorts from what's out there. So if you just want to watch that video, that link
I
is
watched for a few of that. I watched a few of those. It was hard.
Did you like the one who's the psychic medium who usually, channels dead people, but now she channels the aliens from the Galactic Federation?
I don't know if I got that far. I was a little jaded
It was
at that
that video was amazing, Rob. The level of insanity is just astonishing.
It is, and this was the tip of the iceberg. Probably it's an algorithmic driven thing, but on Facebook and Instagram, I get like 20 of those a day.
It's, I can't
hope that's not
follow
typical of
politics very
everybody.
much, and I certainly can't follow this weird. It's just beyond. Carolyn, did you have anything?
The only thing I have is actually this week I did a couple of lectures for All 8 the Pacific on critical thinking and basic news literacy. And then just a reminder, hold the date for April 5th. That's our Skeptic Camp, our Be Reasonable. So we're going to have, I did reserve a room at Pizza Hut for the icebreaker the night before. And then we have the conference on Saturday. And then the next morning, we're going to do a nature walk at Lodi Lake.
Oh, fun. And you have
Oh,
speakers.
nice.
Carolyn, you have starting to get speakers. I know that I'm speaking.
Yeah, I think we are pretty set with our speakers. We're having a meeting Saturday morning to finalize everything so we can start promoting.
Okay, this is in Lodi, you guys. So anybody in the Sacramento area or the Bay Area, you got to be going. I will be there. I assume other people that are near
Yeah,
me.
Leonard's going to be a speaker. Eve's giving a talk.
Oh, Eve. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Evil.
what are the
Evil.
topics, Evil and Leonard? What are your topics?
We will let you know.
To be disclosed later.
It's a mystery category.
It'll be disclosed any day now.
I think
One of
that we
them actually, one of them is a mystery category because she works for the federal government, so she wants to stay under the radar. So
Oh, wow.
we're not putting her personal information out. So
Oh, interesting. She's
Yeah.
FBI. So
yeah,
Listen, I have something
Sure.
I'd like to say when you're
Karen's
done
got
talking about
something.
the wonderful, when we're done talking about the wonderful Skeptic Camp in Lodi that we all should go to.
yes. Okay, go ahead, Karen.
So this is within social trivia by Susan. Any of you who were not here last week, I would like to encourage you to go to the recording. In the comments, you'll see a timestamp for my category and links that I offered after my category. I invite you to go and do the category and then share your comments on Susan's YouTube page about what you think.
That was very different. I went and looked at her links afterwards, and let's just say that I kind of got into it. I could see why Karen got a little excited. I don't want to say what it was, but yeah, it was something that kind of was in my mind, for a while. Trying not to give away too much about what it was, but yeah, it was fun. So I have an article coming out in Skeptical Inquirer. It should be out tomorrow or the next day. It's an article about the Bay Area Skeptic Camp that we went to, some of us, the different talks and things like that. So I know it was an editorial a couple days ago. I also have possibly early this next week, might have some updates about Operation Banana Cream Pie. I have some new things coming out on my channel. I have a brand new medium that I investigated today. Why is my mouse not working?
No.
It's haunted.
Where is my mouse?
It's haunted.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Somebody's got Karen came over and put something weird in my computer.
I told you not to desecrate that Egyptian tomb, Susan.
Okay, there it is. So I have a few things coming out. I can't even keep track these days. Anybody else have anything else?
I do.
Okay, what you got?
Peggy is not dead yet.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
However, it's good I checked because Wilson had comfortably settled himself on the couch. Where he was not belonged.
Oh, oops. Very good. And we're waiting for dates from everybody who's going to be doing. Oh, Santa Cruz, California has announced their Skeptic Camp on the 21st of June. That's
nice.
So March, what are we in? This is almost March. huh?
Almost March, yeah.
March tomorrow, isn't it?
No,
Yes,
2
no,
days.
day after
Tomorrow is
tomorrow.
Buy Nothing Day.
Yeah.
I've got it. Okay, but anyway, it's just stuff. All right, so we're ready to start back again unless anybody has anything else I need to know. No birthdays? Are there any birthdays this week?
Don't you want to bully people into doing rounds next week?
I was just going to say, and I need to bully people into rounds. So where is the, oh, please, please, please don't be like this, Mouse. Please just work. Come on, sacrifice. Okay.
I'll volunteer, Susan.
Okay.
I haven't done it for a while.
All right. I got
I can do one.
Was that Eve?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if Paul can do it, I can do it.
Well, Paul hasn't done it yet, technically. Okay, Eve. I'm looking. Nobody's moving. Okay, you guys gotten good at being very
Susan,
still.
I'll do one if you don't get anybody else, but I encourage anybody but me to do it. It is time for y'all to step up. Come on. Stop just lying around and expecting other people to do these categories. You
Yeah,
need to
Peggy.
spend some time and do them.
Yeah, Peggy.
Get off your asses and do these.
Do you want me to send you a list of 5 things I should
That would be good, but it should be 10 things, not 5.
And one of them should be a category. Okay, I'll annoy you again in a minute. Okay, so up next is Leonard's turn, and you should have your powers, Leonard. Go ahead and let's see what your category.
I believe I am powered.
That's
All
nice.
right. So the category, as I said, is timely. And it is measles.
Ooh. Oh, here comes Robin. Wait. So slow down for a second because she's coming in the door right now. And I need to figure out where I'm gonna put her, huh? Okay. Scores. So I'm gonna put Robin on 3, right?
Now I really wish I paid more attention to Andrea Love's comments about
Well,
measles.
I'll be leaving at 9 if you want to put her on 1.
Carolyn's on 1. You've lost, well, I probably should put her on 1 because you've lost Wendy and Carolyn is about to go, right?
Yeah, we have enough, I think, unless
I have Celia, Paul Carr, and Ramiro and Kevin. So I should add.
Depends upon her measles knowledge.
I'm going to put Robin on. I'm going to put her on team 1, even though, because I gave Deborah and Karen to the other.
If she's the measles ringer for that team,
she's going to be in trouble. Huh?
I'm going to file a protest. No.
we were so close to winning.
I know.
Robin, are you there?
She's muted.
He is muted and her camera is off.
Yeah, I'm just hoping she can hear. So the category, Robin, is Leonard's got it. It's on measles. So go ahead. She should be able to get the chat now.
Is measles caused by an RNA or a DNA virus?
Ooh.
Yes.
That is a
This
valid
not-
answer to that question.
The title is not, the subject matter is not mathematics. So yes is not an acceptable answer. In what year was measles first identified as a distinct disease? I will accept a range, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because that will be too much information. For this one, I will also accept a range. How long is a room a contagion risk after an infected person has breathed in it? That's how ridiculously contagious this disease is. If you have it and you just breathe, not even cough, the virus will hang in the air and it is contagious.
So it's okay to be around other people as long as you don't breathe.
Not breathing is a really good way to stop getting airborne viruses. It has
Or
side effects, though.
Spreading the airborne virus.
Yeah, it does.
It's also a good way to die, Susan.
Yeah,
Breathing
it
is a
does.
good way
It
to
does
die.
spread. Yeah, it does have negative side effects.
Are we getting units for number 3 Leonard?
No, he said
No.
you want to give him
No,
two.
you. Okay, sorry.
Nope.
I saw news on this, so I'm glad you don't want the units.
Is
Nanoseconds.
the current measles vaccine a dead or a live virus? And since I don't like rules, this is a multiple choice. Basic reproductive number of a disease is the number of cases on average caused by each case. For COVID-19, it is about 3. What is it for measles? 5, 10, 15, or 20 are A, B, C, and D.
I'm not breaking any rules I'm aware of there, Leonard.
Well, I've been told that multiple choice is frowned on.
No, it's okay.
No.
Just not too much of it.
Yeah. Well, it's not all multiple choice,
No, that's fine.
as you've seen.
But I'm frowning anyway.
Thanks, Peggy, for
I'm
frowning.
glad to help.
I like
Most deaths
it
from
gives me some
measles result. Most deaths from measles result from secondary infections. What is the most commonly fatal secondary infection? How many inoculations are used to prevent measles? So there's a series of shots. How many shots in the series? And I apparently missed the number. That was supposed to be 7.
7.
Can I edit that? Let's see.
I put it back in. It's in.
Oh, it's already in?
I just made it.
Okay.
But this should be 8. Wait, if I got something wrong?
Yeah, the next one will be
Oh,
8.
okay. Oh, I see. You just deleted yours. Okay.
Actually, I deleted it.
Oh, okay. It disappeared. Got it.
Number 8. How effective is the full course of the vaccine? At least 80%, at least 90%, at least 99%.
You didn't read what was there, Leonard.
Yes, he did.
You said 80% for the first one.
No, he said 80.
Okay, 90, 95, and 99. Sorry.
Yeah, remember the people watching this. All thousands of people watching this can't see the chat.
Only thousands?
Oh, a day.
Oh, good. Okay. Is there an effective antiviral treatment for measles? And then, last but certainly not least, according to the CDC, if you were born before what year are you considered immune from measles? Do we
You're born
have
before 1900.
1805.
Do anyone have questions?
Well, this is no wonder you came in so depressed if you just wrote this category today.
Oh, that was one of the more pleasant things I did today.
Oh, geez.
Oh, sorry, Leonard.
Oh, okay. No, this is good. Very timely. Very, very timely.
Yes, I did say it was timely.
And unfortunately, it's timely.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
And if anybody looked at my Facebook page today, they'll know some of these answers.
Oh, Eve.
Here.
So
I did not know it was Leonard's category.
That's perfect. Good for you. I think you're on my team, hopefully.
The key is remembering, though.
Oh,
We
yeah.
saw it, but did we remember?
Okay, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Go to your rooms.
Okay.
I got to put these people in the rooms though first. All right. So I'll be there in a minute. Karen's on 3.
I'm sorry my camera's not working. I have no idea why.
Say to 3. Is it a new account thing?
No.
Colin Brandy are on 2.
I have no idea why.
Is the little thing slid to the?
It
like,
looks on my side. It looks gray with a slash through the camera.
Can you screen share?
Well, let's see. Select a window or application that you want to share. Share all windows.
Because I knew it was before,
Okay,
but
we're
I don't know. It could have been 16 something for all I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
right.
I think it goes back a long ways.
We want
17
to go with
now.
1720 or earlier.
That might have
I
been
have
earlier.
no idea, but I would expect that it was sooner, but I don't know.
Excuse me, this is Karen. I just want to
Yes.
check. I think in the room is Ben, Janine, Peggy, and Deborah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Okay, continue, please.
That's the room you belong in. You join us. So.
No, I don't know. I was just trying to put the voices to make, because I'm picturing you as you speak, and that's why.
Oh, you don't have any visual at all? Do you want to have your questions read?
No. I'm driving, and I'll be home in a minute.
All right.
Okay.
How long is a room a contagion risk after an infected person has breathed in it? I've heard this. I thought it was several different numbers I've heard.
I have too. I've heard different ones. I read today it was like 2 hours, but
That's what I wrote down.
I had read longer than that. So I was surprised when that's
Mm.
the only reason I can remember the 2 hours that I heard today on.
Well, let's put 2 hours because otherwise it's just could be anything.
I think it's longer than that.
I do too. I think it is longer than that, but
Well,
that's why
but
it jumped
probably-
out at me when I heard it today.
But probably a number of hours, because remember, he's not going to give us a range because it would give too much away.
Right.
So do you want to go 3 hours?
I think we should go 6.
Ooh,
6.
God.
I agree.
At
6.
least 6.
I'd go with 6.
Okay.
Measles is a
right.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, dead or
The
live virus?
current vaccine, I think, is a live attenuated virus.
Is it?
I think it's live too.
It's a live attenuated.
Okay, I remember when COVID came out, we learned about this number.
I think this one would be the biggest.
That's kind of what I was thinking,
Let's see.
because it's so
On
so infectious.
average,
So infectious.
on the number of cases on average cause for COVID, it was about 3. For measles, I thought it was 12.
Yeah. I thought I heard like 9 to 10, but I would go
Yeah,
with
so did I.
10 or
Then it must
10
on
or
there.
It's
Doesn't
going to
mean
be
that-
10 or 15.
Yeah, it
B or
doesn't.
C.
Yeah.
Just because it's a big one doesn't mean it's.
Because it's average, so it's not
Yeah.
like, you know.
So what do we want?
Right.
B?
Do we want B or C? Because we've heard
I think-
more than 10, but
Yeah, I heard 12, but I would go with B.
okay.
That's still a lot.
Yes, it is.
It is a lot.
Because
And
then
it's
those
common-
10 people, it goes exponentially.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So 6 is pneumonia.
For
Isn't it?
pneumonia,
Yeah.
Seems like it would be the most likely.
6 is
I
pneumonia.
think they were talking about that one. The child that recently died had pneumonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also encephalitis is a common one, but
Yeah,
pneumonia,
that's the one
think
I was
is
going to
the most-
mention was encephalitis, but I mean, I
think
guess enough
pneumonia
people
is more
die
common.
from pneumonia. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't even know what encephalitis is. What is that?
it's brain
Common with
swelling.
people.
Brain
Right.
swelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it affects your central nervous system.
So aren't there 2 inoculations?
Yeah.
I thought there was only one, but if there's 2,
No, you need
obviously
2.
No.
You need 2 for your first.
I never had it because, hey, I'm too old.
Exactly.
You guys
19
never
Yeah.
had the
Same
vaccine?
here.
That's for number 10. I think what 1957. Oh, that's
57 is what I heard today.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, 8.
Like 2 different times. I think it was either 57 or 58, and then someone else wrote 1989.
Well, that's
Why,
ridiculous.
Oh,
why
no.
is it that they're considering you immune from measles if you're
Because you had it.
Yeah, you had it because
You
it's
had
so infectious that you already had it.
You had it.
Yeah.
and so if
Everybody
you had
got it.
measles, then you're good.
Yeah. I definitely
right?
had it. I remember having it.
Did you
I
have,
think I remember having it, but
were
I
you
don't
also
know.
vaccinated or no?
No, 'cause the vaccination didn't come out until he didn't ask what year the vaccination came out, but it was quite late.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know my son had it, so that was like 40 something years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So how effective is a
eight-
full course of the vaccine?
I think 95%, or is it
sounds
90?
right.
Is it 90 or 95? I
Don't know.
think it's 95% effective.
I think that 95 works for me.
It's good to go
90,
with that
95, I
mid-range.
don't know.
I do not think there is an antiviral treatment
Yeah.
for measles. There is almost
No.
nothing
There
they
is
can do.
no, yeah, no, there's
It's
not an
just
antivirus.
it's just
It is like-
supportive.
Yeah, Tylenol and fluids.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we
what
have an
year
answer for everything.
What year for 10? Did you guys?
1957 is what I put. That's what it sounded like the consensus was, but
Yeah,
that
that's
we can
right?
change it.
reasonable.
97, 98, someplace there.
57.
57, I mean, yeah, 57 or 58. I heard it recently, but I don't know. Oh, what did we put for number 2?
1720,
we-
but it sounded like people were thinking it might be even older than that. But
Might be earlier, yeah.
Didn't they really early bring measles along with smallpox
Yes.
to natives?
But did they know what it was?
right,
Oh, yeah,
because the way the question's worded, it was first identified as a distinct disease. They might have thought it was something else or
Did they call
lumped
it
it in with
that and
something
know that it
else.
was that, or did they just think it was some kind of plague or pox or?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. God's
Yeah.
wrath.
So can I ask a question?
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We'll let
So,
you.
if you're born after 1957, we don't need to have another measles inoculation, right?
No,
They
you would have
actually
had 2
read-
already.
You should have been inoculated, but I don't think the vaccination came out.
I'm sure I got my vaccine for measles. If I didn't have it, I might have had it.
What
So
year
I
were
don't
you
need to
born?
have another
Susan?
vaccine.
You probably didn't have it. What year were you born? 60-ish?
62.
Yeah. You're fine. You probably had 2. You just don't remember because they gave them really young.
And they give them with other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MMR.
Yep. MMR.
That was a pretty early vaccine, actually, now that I think about it. One of
Okay. Wow. How sad. They're
when
bringing
did
it back.
tetanus vaccines come along?
Tdap? Isn't that the Tdap?
Probably, I
it's-
think so. It
Yeah,
it comes with whooping cough and tetanus and something
Diphtheria,
else.
isn't it a diphtheria? It's
Oh,
like
diphtheria. Yeah, I think
diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. But that must have been pretty early too, because I got a lot of tetanus shots as a kid.
Well, you
I bet you
Seemed like
did.
they only lasted a week or something, man. You got one.
Yeah, you felt like it. You know, every time we injured ourselves on the farm, you know, my dad
Oh, no. Yeah.
got
Gotta
us
have a
in there
tetanus
for tetanus shots. Plus, Dr. Hayes was the local doctor, and he was my uncle's best friend, and he lived right across the fence from my uncle. So, you know, we would just run over to his house.
Ah.
That's funny.
So,
And
small
he'd give you a new
towns.
tetanus shot each time you ran over.
He could have.
Said, oh, she's back for another tetanus shot. Come on, girl.
He
wait a
helped
few
us
days."
do all kinds of pranks on Aunt Lynn. And one time we took Elmer's glue or shop glue and put it all over Alice's. Alice was my aunt. She was 3 years older. All over her hands. And then she goes in the house and she's like scratching her hands. And Aunt Lynn goes, oh my God, you know, you have some horrible thing. And so we go over to Dr. Hayes's house and he pretends to send us home with something that cures her immediately.
You're mean. Do you remember when you had measles, for those of us who've had measles, it was like everybody in the family has measles. All my siblings had measles. And I remember having to wear dark glasses because you might go blind.
Oh,
if you have measles.
Really?
Weird.
I just remember I had to be in my room for 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't remember feeling that sick, but I just was tired and I had a fever, and the worst part was is no one would come and talk to me.
Yeah, I think because you're supposed to be in the dark.
Yeah, and it was kind of dark.
Yeah, I think
It was boring and lonely.
But I only think I talk about false memories. This had to be a false memory. I remember just being next door at Grandma's house, where I had 2 girlfriends that live next door at that house, and that we were jumping around on their sofa in the sunroom. And that's why I remember having measles.
Yeah. I don't remember
Are
being.
you guys done?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
done.
we're done.
No,
Did you
we're
have
talking. We're having a
measles
good
parties?
conversation.
Did you have measles parties like they had chickenpox parties?
No.
No.
My parents
No, we
didn't, but there were some.
There was no
just-
need to.
We just
You
got them at
caught it.
school from, somebody was breathing in your classroom, and that was it.
Yep, and that was it. You
Do
had
you
it.
think that maybe some of the reason why people don't think so highly of, are so concerned about getting measles, because so many of us went through it. Of course, we're the survivors, so
Yeah.
we have that survivor's effect, so we don't think it was a big deal. Like chickenpox, of course, I remember my kids getting chickenpox.
Yeah, but we never knew anybody who got really, really sick. There were people even back then that got really, really sick. We just, we were lucky enough to not know those people.
And we were probably too young to really know them unless they were a relative.
Oh, that's
or something.
true. Who would you? I mean, if you just had a classmate who didn't show up the next year, you may never have known why.
They moved out of town, or they're dead.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it Stanley Plotkin? Was it Plotkin that said, Leonard would know this probably, that we will, the reason why we're going to have a resurgence of these illnesses is because we've been too successful.
Uh-huh.
I think Paul Offit said it too.
Paul Offit's the guy who is, he's Stanley Plotkin was like his mentor. So I think it was from Plotkin, and that's why I went to Offit, because I think I've heard Offit say, he quotes Plotkin, I think.
Yeah.
And Plotkin's the one that created the German measles vaccine, rabies, worked on robovirus.
Wow.
And a couple other things.
No, it wasn't Plotkin. It was the guy from Montana. In Paul Offit's book, Vaccine.
Heiklin?
It starts with an H. I can't think of his name right now.
Plotkin, I know, did German measles. And I know rabies. Yeah, because we wrote his Wikipedia page in like 6 different languages or something like that.
Yeah. The rabies story was really interesting to me. The rabies vaccine story was
the
really
whole thing. All those, I just
all
think
of those.
Great.
I keep that book, except it's in the living room. Paul Offit's book, Vaccine, partly because I always have to keep looking up the flu things.
Well, keep it high enough that the puppies don't get a hold of it.
I still can't figure out influenza A and B, other than one makes you really sick and the other doesn't. B doesn't make you that sick, but I can't understand what's different, why they're in different categories. Do you know, Leonard?
It's a different strain.
No, it's not a different. It's not based on a different strain. They are different. They are different viruses.
Right, but they're closely related. But yeah, they are distinctly different viruses.
But there's other things in there. Why? Because influenza A and B category isn't really just based on them being different viruses.
I'm pretty sure that
it's based on how sick they make you.
I think that distinction was made before we could have had the genetics, so
Yeah,
it
the
has to be
genetics
based on
of it.
something more than that.
That makes sense. And
Yeah.
I know when I looked it up that I think it was B didn't make you very sick and influenza A made you very sick.
Yeah,
And
I
so
don't remember.
maybe they, before they knew what was going on, they made those two categories, really sick and not sick, that sick, something. But
So
I just, it was just
don't
a
see the
weird
timer.
category part.
What did you get the return the closed room thing?
No.
No.
Okay, I thought I clicked it. Let's try it
You
again.
have to hit it and then hit it again.
Yeah.
There it
Okay.
is.
I've
There we
done
go.
it several
There we go.
times where I've tried to close it and then I didn't realize I had another button to push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's happening. Oh yeah, there now I
Yes,
see the
it is
timer.
now happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Spent
interesting
a
to
whole
see
bunch of time
how
trying
people
to
do.
track down A and B.
It's a good category, Leonard. It's a good
Very
category
good.
for right now.
It's a
Very
good
good.
category.
Yeah, the questions aren't super obscure, but
No.
they're not really easy either.
And you don't have to watch TV to find out know the
Yeah.
answer. I appreciate that.
It is most certainly not a pop culture heavy
Yes.
category.
Yeah, that's a relief. Every once in a while, I can know one or two of the answers.
So Leonard, you fell into the category of not having had the vaccine.
I'm not sure. I don't think I had the vaccine. I was born a few years before the cutoff date. That is the answer to one of my questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get an answer. I just thought, I think we're the same in the same year born. I know I didn't have it. And
Well,
everybody. in
I'm
my
pretty
family
sure I
had it.
had the disease.
Right.
But yeah, but I don't think that that the vaccine existed.
So my question is, if you had, like, I know I had measles, I was like 2 or 3 or something. Does that mean I'm not going to get any kind of measles? Because
Yep.
aren't there different strains?
Nope.
There's just the one measles? Because there's like
Well-
the German measles.
Well, it's effective.
That's a different
That's
disease.
different.
It's not measles. Okay.
It's not measles.
No.
The measles
not
virus
likely to get
does
pregnant,
mutate.
so.
All right. Lots of interesting discussions.
Fun in quotes.
Yeah, lots of interesting discussions, some of which were
No, that was a
useful,
good one. That was a good
some
one.
not so much. So, I think everyone got number 1 right. Everyone that I saw an answer to, at least. It is caused by an RNA virus.
I just
Can
cheered.
anyone
for
name
RNA.
a disease caused by a DNA virus?
Isn't that coronavirus?
Nope, that's also an RNA
That's
virus.
also an RNA.
Interesting.
HIV.
Also RNA.
Rabies? Is rabies?
So the one I had in mind was smallpox. So number 2, 900.
Oh my God.
Only giving a plus and minus 50. Oh God.
Off by a magnitude, order of
Just
magnitude.
the basically the century. If you were within 100, fine.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Well, we knew it was soon. We were pretty
You
sure
it
it
was
was
really
sooner,
old,
but-
but you were saying like 12th
Put
century.
1720.
Come on, give us 1,000.
All right, Carl, you were right.
It's wonderful that they had that much medical knowledge then.
Well, this was the Arab world was
Right.
pretty advanced.
They really were. They really were.
Right. I
Boy,
died
for the flack they get these days. God.
Well, the slack which they deserve for dropping science.
Yeah.
Like we're
exactly.
apparently doing. So multiple hours. Not
you
not a
guys-
day and not minutes, but hours.
Oh, we changed it, Vincent. Go ahead, say it. Say it, Vincent.
What? Oh.
Say it.
What? I didn't. That wasn't the question.
That was me. I told you so, Rob.
That was Abby. Okay.
What did you
Yeah,
do?
no.
So, Leonard, you're accepting anywhere between 1 and 5 hours. Is that
Right.
what I'm hearing? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Won't accept 6.
so when we said 2, that's within that range.
We said
2 was
6.
definitely within 1 to 5.
We said 6.
What about 6?
Yeah,
we said 2, Celia. We said 2.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, I got
Yeah.
mixed up. I heard
Somebody on a different team
voices.
showed that out.
So everyone that I saw got this one right.
Virus, really? No.
It's a live virus.
No, we did not.
Oh, we got it wrong.
Are there any other vaccines that are live? This is a
Yeah,
Oh,
lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of them are.
Lots of them are.
So, Rob,
There was for a
the
short
original vaccine was dead, and that's why.
No, the
that's why they have
original vaccine
boosters.
was live. Then they switched to a dead vaccine. It did not work
Oh,
as
okay.
well, and
Dead one.
they have gotten rid of that, and it's back to a very attenuated live virus.
Right, but those of us who got the dead one got boosters.
Right. So
Now they're
this
only
is
most-
one
they're only mostly
hell. This is one hell of a contagious disease.
That is
The,
scary as hell.
The
5 times greater than COVID.
Yeah, which is I mean, just think of it. You walk through a room, and that room is contagious for multiple hours.
So nobody gets in an elevator or anything like that. Unless
Yeah.
you drive while you're holding your breath.
God forbid a preschool room. Right.
Like the death in Texas, most are caused by pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia is a scary thing.
And contrary to what RFK said, the kids in Texas are not being hospitalized for isolation. They're being
No.
hospitalized because they can't breathe.
Breathe, exactly. And then secondary after this is they could get encephalitis. So
Yeah, as Roald Dahl's daughter did.
yeah.
Olivia.
Wow.
How many inoculations are needed to prevent measles? 2. With the first inoculation, you have a 93% chance of being immune.
Wow.
But because the basic reproduction number is so insanely high, that isn't enough for herd immunity. You need to have slightly greater than 100% participation for a 93% vaccine to prevent spread. And that ain't going to happen.
Boy, if I wasn't scared now, I'm terrified now.
It's a nasty disease. Don't get
But
it.
if you got the if you're vaccinated, you're good.
I believe I am vaccinated, so.
So how effective is the full course? It's the answer is at least 95%. The CDC says 97, and a single dose gives you only 93, as I said, which makes herd immunity unlikely, which is crazy.
So the answer is the 95.
Is 95,
Yeah.
not up
He
to
is a boy.
99.
Damn, I thought it would be better.
Is there an effective antiviral treatment for measles? No. And according to the CDC, you have to be this old to ride this ride.
Hey, Brandy,
In 1957.
And we just covered that on my genealogy call today. Somebody was mentioning it. There's only
You sure bleach wouldn't work on number 9?
Only if
Now, hey,
if injected into your eyeballs.
Leonard, it's the 1957. Is that because that's when they had the mass inoculations? Or is it really something to do with the age?
No, it's if you were born before that, you got it
Yeah.
because
You've already
everyone got
had
it.
it.
Everyone got it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was, we called them the childhood diseases, measles, mumps, and chickenpox. You just got it. Everybody did.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And unlike chickenpox, you didn't have to have measles parties because everyone got it, no matter what you did. You just, I mean, if you breathed, you got it.
Yeah.
So are they saying you're immune because you're likely exposed? Is that-
Right, because
Past
the vaccine
infection.
didn't come out till 1963. So
Yeah.
most people before that would have had it or been.
Yep.
Was that late, the
exposed.
measles vaccine?
Yeah.
I thought it was in the 50s. Oh, I'm thinking polio.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
polio,
polio.
polio was earlier. But I
Yeah.
got it as a very small child. And I was born in 65. The vaccine, I mean, not measles.
Right.
So as
Yeah,
most things,
so-
it's not really a step function in nature. So I was born in 1957, not before. So what does that mean?
You had it probably.
You are Schrodinger.
So I have a question. So I was born in 63. All of my elders have passed. My childhood doctor retired and we can't find his records. And I don't have a thing. I remember at school, people
Well,
had
that
like
would
a
be
little,
that would be smallpox.
That was from
okay, that
smallpox.
scar. So I don't have that. But can I just assume that I had the measles vaccine or should I have it again?
You could always get a booster,
Get the
and you could be-
booster.
or you could
It
be
does-
tested.
It doesn't hurt to get the vaccine,
Right.
and
CDC
you can be
recommends if you
tested.
don't know whether you're vaccinated or not, you should just get a vaccine.
Just
At least
Yeah.
one.
Get a
At least
booster.
one dose.
It's not gonna hurt you, Karen, because when I
Right.
was in
So
middle
even though
I
I
got a
knew
booster.
I had
Okay.
the vaccine as a child, because my mom was a nurse and keeps good, has a good memory. I still got a booster before I went into Peace Corps.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's smart because there could have been a lot more around.
Oh, sure.
And
well,
the vaccine
it's
is
actually
not limited.
required, but I would have anyway, huh?
And right now there's not like a limited amount and that only people at high risk should have it or something.
No.
I have not heard anything like that.
At VNA, their immunity clinic.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it
immunization
then.
clinic or anywhere.
Yeah, I got it about 4 years ago, Karen. I just looked at CVS. You could what vaccines are available, not just one of the long list. You just check it and you go and get it.
Yeah.
So can I
Yeah.
ask, is the measles vaccine called the measles vaccine or is it under like
So
a
MMR.
TDAP?
MMR.
There are
Booster.
several
Oh,
different
it's MMR?
formulations.
Yeah.
There are several
measles,
different
mumps, and rubella.
formulations,
Yes.
You probably have
There
had
are
it, Karen.
and
Measles, mumps, and
the
rubella.
most common one is the MMR.
Yeah,
You
I'm
just
almost positive.
ask your doctor what you should take. No.
It's not gonna hurt you because my mom made us in middle school get another booster even though we had two.
Yeah.
Because I think it was
Um,
like in the mid 80s or early 90s they weren't sure,
Mm.
and so they did a booster clinic.
Yeah, so it turns out that yes, measles, like everything else, does evolve. There are, small changes in the genome, but the vaccine just works.
So
Unless you
perhaps,
don't take it.
perhaps one of the more
If you
terrifying,
have not been vaccinated, it will not make you immune.
perhaps one of the more terrifying things that I found out on Monday from Andrea Love talking about this sort of thing was that, and they've only known this for a decade or maybe 2 decades, not a very long time. There is a really special, great thing about measles. If you get it, it wipes out your immune system's memory of other vaccinations you've had against other diseases.
Well,
Or
not only
other diseases
vaccinations,
that you have.
not only vaccinations, it wipes
Exposure.
out your immune system.
Exposures to other, yes,
Yeah.
whatever exposure you've had. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, so when the measles vaccine was introduced, all-cause mortality dropped,
Yes.
not just measles.
And there's another thing that I just read about
Thank you, Paul,
6
for that
to
link
10
about
months
immune
later,
amnesia.
there's a death that comes along in rare cases, and I can't remember what it was. I just read it.
Can I ask that we go on to the next?
All right,
Are you getting tired, Sprout?
Yes.
Thank you, Paul, for the
But,
link.
oh,
You know what? I second that.
All right, we should move on because this is Paul's first category. So he's been teasing Eve all week. So
We need to do scoring first.
we
yeah.
can do scoring, and I need two more two more people if we don't have Peggy, because Peggy's trying to get on you guys. So I have Gail, I have Eve, and I have
I'm willing to, but
Who did round one?
Okay.
Who did round one?
Round one is Ramiro.
And what
Rob.
team is Paul on?
Paul's on 4. Paul
Okay.
Tompkins.
Oh, okay.
And Paul Carr has not been here. all
Okay, gotcha. Never mind.
Okay, well, all right, we'll figure this out. If I
Well,
have,
let me use a carrot instead of the stick. It's like so much fun to do a category. You can get into all kinds of rabbit holes. You learn a lot.
It
You
is
look
fun.
at pictures. You can do
we
all
need
kinds
a
of
we
fun
need a
stuff.
bonus and a
It
carrot.
is fun. When I do it, I get a little bit obsessed, and my week is too crazy to let myself do that.
You could spend hours and hours of nostalgia watching old TV shows together.
Or you could just ask AI to come up with something.
Or
for
just
you.
looking up interesting things, and then you sort of get into the, it's when you, anyway, it's
Well, let's do scores, and I will trust me, we will be covered.
It's way better than work.
If you need one, I'll do a mystery category.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, so here we are. Now that I have my mouse back, see, look, it's dancing. Isn't it nice?
Oh, way mouse. Way to go, mouse.
Woo, woo, woo. How exciting. Okay.
Don't push it. Don't push it. My
Oh my
birthday.
God, we haven't done
it's
scores
just,
yet.
it's just happy.
Jeez.
Is Piggy dead yet?
No.
No, he's not dead.
What's your score, Piggy?
7.
Oh, sorry. We got a 7.
Okay.
I thought we had
Marie.
8. Okay.
Right, well, I
7.
can't. Healthy hens can count their eggs. They're chickens.
7 also.
Okay. And seems longer, but RFK Jr. has been HHS secretary for only a couple of measly weeks. Get it?
I think we got 9.
Oh, that's because they had measly in their name. You were great in your day, Susan.
Unfair advantage.
And we're keeping the trend and have a 9.
Whoa! If you had
Whoa,
7,
look
then
at
it would have been
that.
a tie. You're doing really
I'm
good.
sorry,
Okay.
everyone. I have to
We're
bow out.
losing him.
All
right,
right.
Vincent.
All right,
Good night, Vincent.
All right,
Good night,
good
Vincent.
night.
Wow, that was a really close scores there.
Yeah.
Deborah, do you think we had 8? Or which other one do you
Well-
think we got right? I have 1, 4,
Can we
6,
I thought
scores
he-
again, Susan?
7, 8, 9, and 10.
I thought he gave us 3, but maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
No,
6 hours, he gave it to us.
he did?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did give it to us.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
I did not
So
catch
we have
that.
8.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
8.
All right.
But yeah, we did have 8.
It's 20, 20, 25, and 27. So,
Thanks.
all right. Yeah, he did give us 6. He just kind of said, all right, you guys. Okay, Paul. T.
All right. So we talked about measles and everything else today. So now we're going to drive really fast.
Uh-oh.
So as
How
a
fast?
background, as a little clue, you got
Race cars? Oh my gosh.
motorsport racing.
Oh, dear.
So
Dear.
I think this violates a rule we haven't come up with yet.
Woohoo!
it'd be a little challenging, but also simple at the same time.
Oh, that's the
So here is a list of championship drivers.
Oh, God.
And what I'm asking you to do is place the championship driver into their category.
Ah.
So we have NASCAR champions, F1 champions, and the Indy 500 champions.
Ooh.
We also have for the 10th one, this would be a little bit more challenging. Name the best female driver in the world. A little hint, she's the only female to compete in 2 of the most popular motorsport racing.
Okay, I have a question. You gave us 12 names. There's only 9 spots.
Yep.
So we're not going to use every name.
Right.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, just want to make sure. And now
Just
he's
to
gonna
make it harder.
And now he's gonna know that I don't listen when he talks to me about this. Just saying. Just saying.
Now, I have a bonus question.
Oh, we need it.
Name one of the fake driver's real name.
Cool. I
Fake
got 2 points
drivers?
now.
A driver with a fake name or an
Don't say anything else. I know the
Don't
answer.
say anything. It's good information.
I know the answer. I got 2 of them.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Well, I'm not going to be any help, so I'm going to get going.
Okay, thanks, Avi.
All right,
Thanks for staying, just in case it was.
I'm not going to be any help either.
Come on,
Sticking
Avi.
around.
Good night.
Well,
I'll talk to you later,
I have
Kyle.
to ask a question, Paul. When you
You got a
say
question?
a fake answer, does that mean that 2 of the 12 names on there are in fact fake?
I will say there are fake names on the list. Yes.
Okay.
But you have to give me what their real name is.
It's one of them.
Okay.
Where's my dad?
So, does anybody else know any of this, or is it going to all be me?
Okay,
Well,
Ricky
because I
Bobby's
know-
not.
because I
I know
have no
this one.
clue.
Ricky Bobby's not a real person. Richard Petty is.
But we
Jimmy
have to put them in
Johnson
the
is.
category to get the point. Do you know where Richard
NASCAR
Petty goes?
champions. NASCAR champions. Richard Petty.
Yep.
All right, wait a minute.
Jimmy
Richard
Johnson.
Petty.
Dale Earnhardt.
I can't
Yep.
go that fast. Richard Petty. We
Jimmy
want the
Johnson.
NASCAR champion.
Yes.
The
Okay.
woman I think I know. Isn't it Shelley Mc something? She had the movie called
Hold on.
Heart of a Wheel.
You're talking Shirley Muldowney?
Yeah.
I
It's not
think
Danica
so.
Kirkpatrick.
Danica Patrick is the other one.
Danica Patrick has driven in both IndyCar and NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, and Jimmy Johnson.
How do you guys know this?
Okay.
My dad follows NASCAR, and I've watched all this stuff. As
Okay,
can tell you-
Jay, I want to write this stuff down, so you have to do it slower.
Okay.
I have Richard Petty. What's the next one?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. Okay. Copy.
And
Are you
then
sharing your screen?
And oh, sorry, I meant to be doing that.
Thank you.
I can cover F1 and Indy.
Good.
Okay.
I'm useless after this.
Now I've got
Number
I've got
4.
him. Where do I put him?
You put Jimmy Johnson in NASCAR champion.
Okay. So next
And
one.
then Dale Earnhardt, number 7, is a NASCAR champion.
Is Susan?
Yes.
Karen is stuck. She got kicked out of her room and
Oh, okay. I will put her in her room. Thank you for. I didn't even notice that.
And the bonus, her first name is Danica. DANN or DANICK. Danica.
And it's just Patrick, not Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, Danica Patrick.
DANN. What's next?
ICA. I think it's only one N, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's DANICA.
ICA. Okay. And it's not Kirkpatrick. It's what?
It's just Patrick.
Just Patrick.
Oh, it's just.
It
Pat-
sounds like Anna Kirkpatrick, but it's Danica Patrick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Formula One champions, Michael Schumacher.
Do it slow. She's got to write it down, you guys.
Yeah.
Michael Schumacher.
Michael.
No, not that slow.
Give her a second.
Michael Schumacher is what? It's F1?
It's Formula One, yes, F1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next comes Max Verstappen from number 8. Is also Formula One.
Okay.
Lewis Hamilton, number 7, is also Formula One.
Okay.
And these are all correct names, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I can give you part of the bonus.
Wait a minute,
IndyCar.
just a little at a time.
But
All right. Let's go. Let's do
Car.
You know the
Helio
Indy 500?
Castroneves, number 9. Number 9. Yep.
I think there's a delay with Gail's computer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 12, Al Unser.
He sounds German.
You guys rock.
The things that people know that I have no clue on. I mean,
Susan, I sit there and watch stuff with him and his son, and I still
I'm not
don't know.
entirely sure
Okay.
on who the last one is, or what's left. What haven't we used? Oh, AJ Foyt. Isn't he
Yeah.
an IndyCar?
I think so. That's yeah. Didn't they make the movie about him?
And isn't Cole Trickle actually Dick Trickle?
I'm certain. If you're not certain about that one, Ricky Bobby is the fictional one.
I know Ricky Bobby's fictional, yeah.
And we
Well,
just
but
didn't
name one of
But,
them.
but he says, what's the fake driver's real name?
Yeah. He said that we should correct the name. So all those names are correct the way they are up there now?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
But then there's one that's a fake one.
Well, he said that there are fake ones, but that we had to correct.
Does he
them.
want the actor's name?
It says name one of the fake drivers' real names.
So
there's
Dick Trickle.
Which one?
So the only 3 we haven't used is Cole Trickle, Ricky Bobby, and Sonny Hayes. So you think Cole Trickle's Dill Trickle?
Dick Trickle. Dick Trickle,
Trickle.
Is an actual NASCAR driver.
Okay, then go with Dick Trickle. Because Ricky Bobby is a fake person that doesn't have a real name.
Cole Trickle, it should be Dick Trickle.
Yes.
Yes.
Dick Trickle is a real name.
As humorous as that sounds, yes.
Yes, that's
every Memorial Day, Ben and I go to our friend's house for the full day of racing where they run the Monaco Grand Prix, the Coca-Cola 600, and the Indy 500 all on the same day.
Yeah.
So we watch the
Yes, I
entire day
stayed
of
home
racing.
that day. And did not
And
go
you do
home.
this on purpose, right? Because you can't think of anything better to do.
That's where I'm familiar
mean-
with the NASCAR and IndyCar drivers.
Yeah.
Formula One drivers, I'm familiar
But you
with. because I watch
remember
every
them.
single
That's what
Formula One
freaks me out is that you remember them.
You gotta have
That's what
something
always
in common with
freaks me
Trump
out.
supporters, Suson.
I mean, that was great.
Susan, that is
I'm
the
gonna
thing
tell
about
Paul
these
you
things
said
that
that.
I'm always amazed about. Isn't it just that they know
It's
this
okay.
stuff, but
My
they
dad
remember it?
my dad follows NASCAR religiously. Like
does my dad.
he even did his own, like my parents would spend their Friday nights at a local racetrack where my dad built up his little race car so he could go around. Yeah.
Yeah, my ex-husband's dad built race cars at 99 Speedway
Mine-
here in
mine-
Stockton. Yeah.
My dad
So,
sold his business, and that's what they used the royalty checks for a really long time, was tires, car parts. They loaded it up on the trailer, and he took it around a dirt racetrack, and that's what him and my mama did every Friday night.
You're now describing why I have not a clue about any of this. My father and mother, but my mother didn't watch sports of any kind. My father watched some sports, but racing was never one of them. And when we would ride, because I lived on Long Island, we ride the Long Island Railroad in. When we stopped Rockefeller Center, the train would empty every time. And I remember one time when I was a little kid, we were in the train, and they all said, "Why are they all going out?" And my father said, "Because they're all going to throw money at horses."
Oh.
And all I could think of being a kid was people are standing there taking money and throwing it at the horses. At all.
I used to hate Sundays because that meant that's all we had to watch on the television was cars going around and around and around for 500 freaking miles.
I'm not a
I
huge
watched it
fan
for
of,
minutes
of
and said,
oval track
all it
racing.
is cars going around and around and around.
I like Formula One because they have road track.
I live with people who always watch the bicycle racing. And
Oh, that's boring.
going
That's
around
different.
and around
That's
and around.
different.
But at least they're in good scenery.
Well, that's boring.
That's different because you can actually pay attention to when they're overtaking each other and attacking
Right.
on hills. This is just like they're just trying to navigate a car and not get into a crash.
The crashes are the best part. It's like hockey.
Yeah,
Like,
but
where the fights are the best part.
No.
That's-
My favorite. My favorite thing to ever happen in NASCAR was a couple years ago. Some racer decided to try something that he'd only ever done in video games. He said, "What if I drive as fast as I can and just hug the wall and scrape the wall all the way around the curve?"
Oh my
and it
God.
actually worked, and
it
I
worked.
think he won the race.
Yeah.
That's
Ruined his
crazy.
car probably.
Well, my
Yeah,
daddy's from Oklahoma, so there's no football team, right? Unless you watch
Yeah.
college football. So he watches NASCAR, and now they actually have Christopher Bell, who is from like a town that's only 20 minutes from where my dad lives. So he like actually has like a hometown boy to root for. So he's very excited. And that is one of the few drivers I know because of that.
I know about my mom loved Richard Petty.
Oh
My
yeah,
dad
well,
liked Dale Earnhardt.
yeah.
Jimmy Johnson, I always just thought that was the silliest little name.
Well, and Paul and his son go to they have the new electric like F1 or electric even so then you don't even have the sound of the cars. It's just
Oh, just the sound of the tires.
No, it's just the sound of the electric car, basically.
Oh, I hate Formula E.
Yeah, so they go and watch it. They went to Portland to go watch it recently. And then I turn on the TV and I'm like, you don't even have like the cool rumble of the engine?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I drive an electric hybrid, but for a race car, it's kind of like driving a Harley that doesn't make a noise. I don't know.
That would be sad.
But when it backs up, does it play
You
a
gotta
little
have a
song?
Harley noise.
I don't know because they don't usually back up much.
Yeah.
You didn't stump our team, Paul, because you got people here that know this shit.
Yeah. Not Susan and not me.
You know, it was all Eve. She knew all of this.
Oh, thanks, Susan.
Even
Yeah. He knows that is a load of crap.
If Paul was really
He probably
easy,
got 12 points.
I
if
just
Paul was
want to
really
say
easy,
my
he would've
job
picked
is
some
more
drivers who've
important than
moved
a
back and
$20
forth
million
between
to go to a
sports.
NASCAR race.
Yeah.
But that totally happened this past weekend. Talking about
No, in
fiscal
Las Vegas, they do
responsibility.
the street racing. What is street racing called?
Street race.
Drag.
Well, a road course. A road course is basically a course laid out with turns and curves and everything and all that. A street circuit is a specific type of road course that takes place on actual city streets, like in Vegas when they cordoned off downtown and created a road course in downtown Vegas.
They have just made spent a fortune to do that. And I was in the downtown area for the first time since they did it because we never go there if we live here. And I was absolutely astonished. They put up stands and controls to keep the cars on the road that block off views of things that are the big attractions in the city, like the Bellagio Fountain. You can't see them anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of depressing. Boy, I tell you, that first year, traffic was completely messed up at the time of the convention. Holy cow.
And they're going to start having Cycons in the summer now.
Ugh. But not in Vegas, right?
Not in Vegas, right?
Nobody said. I haven't heard. I don't know.
Summer is the time to come to Vegas.
Well,
that is why TAM was so big here, because it was in the summer.
TAM was so big there because teachers could get off.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the point. It was in the summer.
Yeah, but it's also 110 degrees.
I know, and now teachers are going to have all
But you
year
don't go
off.
out in the 110 degrees, just like you don't go out in the wintertime.
None of us are going to have jobs in 6 months.
Oh, come on.
I'm being facetious.
I hope so.
I plan to outlast.
I just posted to hire someone. And it just seems like the weirdest time in the world to hire anybody, right? It's just like, are we going to be stable, especially in healthcare? It's like, is there, I'm like, and they're not a nurse or a doctor. So I was like, oh, this is weird.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So far, my counterparts at the VA, the librarians, they're all been around for forever, like me. So they still have their jobs.
For now.
Because they haven't
There we
hired
go.
anybody like in a decade, just like me.
Oh, it took me that long to get the mute off. Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Bill and Paul, people on our team rocked. Not me, but good job.
We get answers, but my biggest question is whether the fake names are a part of the real answers.
Okay, so just before I go to letting him give the answers, I have Gail and I have Eve next week. Who else have I got?
I can do a real round.
Okay.
I'll do a bonus if you don't have anybody else for that.
Okay. All right. We've got it covered. Now you guys start writing these or something in advance so that you always have one to go so we don't have any problems.
I always wait till about 4 hours before trivia time on Thursday.
But you probably
Well,
got
you
others
can get
that-
away with that, Carl. The rest of us spend a whole day doing it.
Carl, you probably could just resurface something for the
But I
past.
wait that long. The only frustrating part is trying to put together a good PowerPoint with video in that amount of time.
Yeah.
So should we assume that, like, what if we're worried that our topic's been done before?
Don't worry about it. We won't
It's
remember.
okay. We don't
You won't
remember
remember.
shit.
Okay,
No,
that's what I wanted to know.
Remember anything, Eve?
We won't
Okay,
remember.
that's
Unless
what I
it's
wanted
on
to
the
know.
same
Oh, well.
night.
If we have, then it's a
short-term
test.
short-term memory loss.
We'll have
Long-term, short-term, all-term memory.
What was the
people
question?
who have
Look
done
at
that,
the age. of
and they
half
say,
the group.
What was the
oh,
question?
you
I
had this
forgot.
question before, and we're like, I remember the discussion we had about that answer, but I don't remember the answer.
Are you forgetting that? Are you forgetting that Carl is playing though? Carl will
go to the
remember.
Facebook
Just remember.
page where
Carl
Susan
will-
invited.
Carl remembers it without having had it in a question.
Yeah.
Did I hear
There
what
is a
Karen
list.
saying?
You
Wait,
go to the Facebook page, the About section, and it's do see more. You can do a search with, well, you can just look at it. There's a whole long list, and if it's anywhere past last week, we're not going to remember.
Yeah. Thank you, Karen. She's right. Every time the category is over, when I make the next Zoom event, make the next event, because I have to make create a new event each time for Facebook. I add the category. If it's a new category you guys have come up with, if it's like a repeat, I'm not going to write it on there, but they're all on there.
You have
it's
that
like
every
questions.
single week, Susan? That's impressive.
It's got it's massive.
It's a long list.
A long list.
Okay, well, I can search it though.
It's going to crash Facebook soon.
I would not be shocked.
My favorite part when there are repeats, Rob, is trying to remember who did the round the last time. I think it was Peggy that did was Peggy the one that did the wine round the one time.
If you want, Susan, you also could just put a link there that's like the same, and then put it the same every week, and just change the header picture, and have a Google Drive link, and update that. That way, you don't have to redo the whole thing. You just put it on multiple, and every week it will just re-up.
Good idea. Good idea.
And for Thursday, you could just put it regularly on Thursday, and you can have the same blurb. If you want, you can change the header, which is the picture you want from the week before, but it would simplify your life. You're a busy person.
Answers.
Yeah. It would probably
Answers.
be easier to find the link that way too. I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Sometimes the link gets buried.
Paul?
So our answers are, so for NASCAR, we have Richard Petty, the king of NASCAR, 7-time champion, Dale Earnhardt, 7-time champion, and Jimmy Johnson, not the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. There's a different Jimmy Johnson, but these three men are the only or have won 7 championships. No one's ever won more than 7 in NASCAR. And actually, there's a curse, as you'll see with F1. Same thing. F1 champions, Michael Schumacher, 7 championships. Lewis Hamilton, the the Black British driver who's won the most F1 championships of any black driver. And the current F1 champion, Max Verstappen. And Max has won 4 in a row.
All for Red Bull.
Yep.
He must have wings.
So this is about cars, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Red Bull, as you can see in the picture, that's the Red Bull car. That's the championship car. Indy 500 champions, AJ Foyt, 4-time champion. Al Unser, I almost said junior, that's different. 4-time champion. And Helio Castanova. I'm missing his name. Anyway, they're all of these champions. They're the most they've won the most championships out of their categories. And there's a curse of 7. So Lewis Hamilton is trying to win his 8th championship for the 3rd year in a row, but he keeps falling short. For the female driver.
By the way, trivia: Hilo Castrovillo is the only race car driver who's ever won on Dancing with the Stars.
Whoa, this is
Season
true.
4 champion.
That should have
He can
been.
dance and drive.
That should have been the bonus.
That should have been your bonus question.
Oh no, the bonus. You're gonna like the bonus. So the best female driver in the world is Danica Patrick. She won the Indy race in Japan. It was the Japan 300, and she was the only female to win the pole position at the Daytona 500.
And for those of us who are novices to this, what does pole position mean?
She was the fastest car in qualifying. So when she started the race, she was up front.
But the downside is she was dating what's his name? Rogers, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
No, she started dating Aaron Rodgers after she left NASCAR.
We all
Must
make
get hit in
dating
the head or
mistakes.
something. She must have not worn her helmet or something.
Yeah.
We all make dating mistakes. It
Okay.
happens.
There were 3 fake drivers. You only had to pick one of them and have their real name. Why is this not going?
Yeah, you had. Yeah, I got one of them wrong and I figured it out afterwards. Days of Thunder guy.
It's
the
let
image
Paul,
isn't.
let Paul tell it, Kevin.
How do I get images on? All right, I can't put images on chat, can I?
Yeah, I have to share your
You
screen.
share your screen.
Okay, I'll do that.
Hey.
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so their first one is Tom Cruise, who was
What?
he was Cold Trickle in Days of Thunder.
Oh, you want the actor to play them, okay.
Man.
You had Will Ferrell, who played Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights. And coming out this summer, Brad Pitt is playing in the F1 movie, and his name was Sonny Hayes. So if you had Tom Cruise, Will Ferrell, or Brad Pitt, you get a bonus.
Okay.
What if we were smart enough to know that there's a dick trickle in racing?
He's a real driver.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's wrong.
His parents must have hated him.
You know, that's a different category talking about dick trickle.
Curse my child.
Oh, maybe that's my category.
Prostate health,
Are there
maybe?
antibiotics for that?
It's
Are they dead? Are they dead?
There's no vaccine though.
No
Is he in the White House?
It's only a matter of time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's trickling.
Yeah, that was the best part of him.
Before we have the scores, I have a question to ask Paul. Paul, why are the men separated from the women as far as drivers?
They're not.
It's only because women drivers haven't been driving as long, and so they're not as experienced and they as the men, but they're getting there. There's in F1 they have a drivers academy to get women into driving F1 cars. NASCAR, there's like 4 women who are coming up through the ranks. There was a female driver in the 70s, but she
I
was
think
just kind
there's-
of okay.
I think there's an
Is-
executive order to close them all down, though.
Is there a
Wait,
So
what do you
it's
mean
just
about
it's just
separated?
experience.
Susan, what do you mean about separated?
Well, why do you have a women's league?
You don't.
You don't.
There's not.
There's
I thought
no.
he said, I thought there was
just
a
aren't that
women's
many women drivers.
No. There's a women driving league and F1 series, but that's so that they can get experience into those motorsport races. There's women in combined in everything. It's just how experienced are there. That's the one problem is all the men started when they were 5 years old.
Yeah.
Most women don't
Literally.
start racing until they're teenagers.
Yeah. The guys, they start racing literally in go-karts.
Okay, so I thought there was separate. I don't know if
No.
some of the answers it made it sound like they were winning in a league of women league or something. And I was
No. Danica was like I said, she raced with the men in IndyCar, and she raced with the men in NASCAR. So there is a slight debate because there's a female rally car driver that's won championships and won races, but she's strictly rally car. So she drives off-road, in the middle of the woods and stuff. And but she's been driving for decades. But Danica is the only one who's done the top level racing in 2 different sports. So she did the really heavy NASCARs, which are stock cars, basically, and then the high performance Indy cars. And she won a race in IndyCar, and she was the fastest driver in qualifying for the Daytona 500.
Hey, Paul, are F1 and IndyCar is basically the same? The car.
Kinda. The IndyCar is designed for a lot of downforce to handle the cornering, because they race on ovals.
Right.
F1s are more powerful because they're road course vehicles, and so it's a debate. It depends on the course. If you're talking road courses, F1's faster. If you're talking ovals, IndyCar's faster.
Okay,
But if I look at the car, they look
F1s run hybrid engines.
Yeah, F1 now runs hybrid. So, but if you look at the car, yeah, they look similar because they
They're
have
both open wheel.
the fins and the cockpits. Now they look a lot different now because Indy cars actually have a shield all the way around the driver, where F1 it's still open. They have a halo to protect them if the car flips. So it's just a metal ring that goes around their head. But that's kind of if you're a novice and you just look at them, they look like they're similar, but they're not similar.
Yay, Paul.
All right, let's go to our final category bonus and see who the winner is going to be. All right, so we are going to start off with healthy hens can count their eggs. They're mathema-chickens.
I like that name.
That is good. Jamie's category.
We have 8.
Okay, enjoy your
Right.
read. All right, is Piggy dead yet?
We got 11.
Wow.
Okay.
Stop
Enjoy your
the
lead.
count.
Wait. Susan, you put down 10, but it was 11.
We can't
Yeah,
have
the
11.
bonus doesn't count, Celia.
We don't get. You can't get over 10.
Really just poking Susan, or did you not notice that the entire time we've been playing? You can't get 11.
Well, then what's the point of a bonus?
If you got 8,
To make up if you.
We would have 7, but because we got the bonus, we have 8.
Oh,
and
okay,
we would
fair
have
enough.
not, and we
It
would
gives you an
have
extra question to get up to 10.
Right.
We got 8.
And I don't like a lot
Seven
of
of the
bonuses
bonuses,
because I think bonuses inflate the numbers. And I
Did
think
for
we
us.
get rid
And you
of-
want the
and it
numbers
makes-
low.
And it
Okay,
makes
I
us
got
last
it.
longer.
I guess I knew that, but I forgot. I don't know. Sorry.
That's
You
8.
thought Susan was just being mean and not knowing, giving you 11. All right.
I thought you just made a little mistake.
Me? What? I only have one job here. Come on now. If I can get the mouse to work, everything's fine. It's just the mouse. Seems longer, but RFK Jr. has been the secretary for a couple of measly weeks.
I've been screaming 8. I guess my microphone was off.
33. All right. So,
we had
we had a couple ringers on our team, and they were not me. So, what is our score on your?
And it wasn't me either, but we had 10.
Wow.
And we would have had 11 if we counted the trickle guy.
Wow.
The trickle guy.
You never know when you play this social trivia with Susan. You have no idea what the categories are going to be, unless you're writing them, of course. And it's just amazing with the knowledge you guys have.
It is true. It just amazes me what these teams do really well on.
And sometimes, I mean, I've seen categories where people who usually are very quiet and they don't really have anything to say, and then a category will come up and they're like slamming it. I remember Wendy had a category once. All of a sudden, she knew everything. It was "I Love Lucy." She's like, "I knew all of it." She knew
Alan.
It was like amazing. And this time, Paul Carr, he knew all the cryptocurrency stuff. It's just like he's like, "I've just been really quiet, not said much of anything, and all of a sudden, I know."
I know, and he was like embarrassed that he knew it so well, and it was like
on our team,
you answered all 10.
Abby got most of the cryptocurrency stuff.
Thank God we had Lawrence. We wouldn't have gotten anything except the last one because of the Trump thing.
Well, thanks to Kevin, we had one category where I knew all the answers, and that was the yo-yo one.
That's right.
Seriously, we have covered so much, you guys. You have no idea. I mean, obviously I've been playing this a long time, but we had 10,293 questions asked.
Ooh.
I really enjoyed the yo-yo one too, because I had that book for when I was a kid, and I was just like, "Oh, this is a good category." So, and I had no idea that Gail was a former yo-yo champion.
Whoa,
girls champion.
Just
I never was able to beat the boys.
I don't know which group was talking about the song with Richard Petty in it, but that was basically the song was because Richard Petty is the only one to win 200 races.
Jesus. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that's a country western song.
Yeah. So everybody else is like at 180.
You just
Good night, everybody.
Night, Gail.
All right. Good night, Gail.
Good night, Gail.
The song is called "How Forever Feels," as I recall, and I don't remember who the singer is. Yeah,
So-
but it's like he's feeling on top of the world because he's met this woman and he wants to propose, and there's like I think 3 different categories of things, and the first one I think is the race car driver, and the name he uses is Richard Petty. So it's like I knew he had to be some supreme reason they picked him.
Yeah, that's why he got the nickname the King. It's because he won his 200th race in front of Ronald Reagan.
Oh, wow.
That must have made it sweeter.
Paul, I want to hear what you thought of going into the categories and going into the teams and watching.
Oh, that was fun. I was trying not to laugh because some of the discussions were like, "Oh my God, you're putting Jimmy Johnson in F1, which he was an F1 driver. I mean, not F1 in IndyCar. He was an IndyCar driver, but that was after he won 7 championships in NASCAR, and he didn't do very good in Indy. He lasted 2 years, and then he was out. And it was just like, it was funny. And then suddenly,
trying not to say anything or give any emotion.
Yeah. So
it was easier when we had the masks on and COVID. Laugh and smile and grin, and no
People
one
would
knows
show
what's
up
going
with their mask on and go into the rooms and do the hidden face because
on Zoom.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a mask.
Yeah, just so I had the mask, so I wouldn't grin and give away an answer. I just covered my
Electronic mouse.
Because you go into these rooms and you are just, well, you guys know.
You have to play poker face.
You just
sometimes they start saying.
I just do that and I disappear. So I don't know why that's not an issue. Why can't everyone just do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Because you're
I
weird.
think it's nicer for the teams to know you're really there instead of I just came to your room and went off and went to the bathroom. Which I've done, by the way, and will do again.
Well, that's part of the fun part of doing a category is listening to people trying to guess.
I could just do this.
Hard
then,
questions
fine.
you've
Yeah,
come
nothing
up
wrong
with.
that.
Yeah, Rob, that good.
And there
I
and
fall
the and
asleep a lot.
the thought process and the discussion.
And you're
I
like,
fall asleep
and you
a
want to
lot.
scream out and go, no.
So since as you noticed, this was the 7th time I've done that music introduction thing. So what I do is I have a list of 20 of them here from everything that someone guessed that was wrong. It's now on my list that I can do in the future.
I knew you were going to do that. That's why I was thinking some of the ones I was thinking, oh, maybe that should be one because I think somebody guessed that last.
Yeah.
I knew Deadwood, and my team was like, "Oh no, he did that already."
No, I did not
don't
do that.
one.
I actually went and looked when I heard that. I was in that room and I looked back. No, I did not.
Paul, what often happens is people will remember not that Rob did that before, but that we chose that as an
That's
answer.
right.
No one remembered they were wrong.
That's right. That is correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I want to remind everybody, this is on our, we do have a video. I will take this and put it up on a video with thousands of watchers.
Thousands of people will pass
and
over
you'll
it
be
before
able
the
to
10
go in and
people actually
look
watch
if you want to see the person who's doing the category. It is always fun for them to go and at least look at what was going on in their team, which was where I'm at, because you wouldn't have known that. So it's kind of another little.
You can see how badly Susan screwed the team up.
I've run out of ideas. I used to do things based on the date. Like one year I did it the first one of the year, so I did something based on the calendar, come up with ideas and stuff. And then I ran out of ideas. I ran out of favorite songs.
Everybody's got different styles. Like Kevin likes to
running
do songs, and then he makes a mystery category out of it. Karen, I don't know if I should say what she always does, but she does a lot that are associated with dates, like the date of the date. And we come up with the most. It's just amazing, and I'm going.
Susan, you're muted.
No, I'm not.
No, she's not.
We can't hear you.
No, yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yep. You can hear?
Can you hear anybody, Celia?
You can't hear me, Celia?
I can't. I can now. Oh,
I
maybe
know,
it's me.
we never stopped hearing her.
No.
Oh,
I
that's
did.
weird.
I couldn't hear anything for a few
Hearing
seconds.
you, dun, dun. So I'm throwing out.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm spending a couple minutes on this before I leave because I want the people who haven't done categories, Paul and the other, Paul did his tonight, but he hasn't done a category yet. And then there's also the other Paul and Eve. So you'll get to. Brandy hasn't done any.
Go back and watch the videos to see people's style.
So
Brandy's
for
done
people to
categories
understand,
before.
You get to. Has she done? She's done a couple, right? Yeah. Okay. But my point is, you just get these ideas from anywhere. Just I have a bonus category coming up, but I can't really do categories because I have to take over the whole game, and I'll do that again soon. Because if I can't just do a category because I'm the person who's.
Well, you could be on a team.
I don't want to do that. I like floating between you guys. I really want. I want to spend time with everybody every week.
Aww.
It's my happy place. All right.
Well, it's your
Just
game
be on
too.
one team. I want to be with everybody.
It's your show too,
It's I have fun. So I can do a whole category, but I will take out the whole game. I'll be all 4 categories, and I can do that again. I found one just the other day when I was cooking. I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect.
It's funny how these ideas come to you.
And if you,
that's how it's happened to me. Like I just kind of get this idea, and then I sort of think about it, and then,
yes, you'll start,
and then do a little research. And
when I'm with Carl, when I've been we went to St. Louis, and we're walking around and we're at a zoo or we're at the museum. He's like, that was category such and such I did. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, I could refer
remember
to a
when I did
previous
that
trivia
category?
question.
Remember when I did the category on the bridges? Do you remember when I did the? I'm like, I don't remember this, but yeah, it's around your daily life. You see these things. You see.
Holy crap! I just looked it up. Today was the 151st round I've done.
Wow.
151. Oh my God.
How many rounds have we done?
I thought you said before how many total, didn't you say?
Oh, no, I said how many questions have been asked.
Oh, well, I guess you could
It's a spreadsheet. I have a
do
spreadsheet.
some math on that and get
And
some
then divide it by 10.
I have a spreadsheet that has every single question. I'll show you really quick. It's got every single question.
Every
Only a few of
question?
you guys
Good
have
God.
this on here. So every question we've ever asked is on
Oh
here.
my God.
And you can see we're at
Wow.
10,293 because the first category is always, the first line is always,
Jeez.
the title, but 10,000 questions we've asked. And that includes the bonuses, and the bonuses have, multiple questions in them. But yeah, we could go all the way back to when I started the game up here was California. And
I want to do a question right now for Celia. It's in the chat. She asked me about recipes. Here's my recipe one I did. Category was not recipe. Category was
not
something.
in chat.
It's in the chat.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Unless it's just to sell you. Last answer.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Uh-oh, it's not going
Hit
through.
enter.
So when he was being like secretary for our group, I guess there was, past answers came up and it looked like there was a recipe. I was like, oh, I was like pumpkin
Weird how,
something.
Zoom
Not
chat
letting me
will do
put it
this.
in.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's
It's
too
too
long.
many characters. Yeah, that's what it is.
But when
Oh,
I
yeah, it
when we
limits
first
that.
started trivia, I did all the categories, 5 categories each week for 6 months.
I'll put it in 2 pieces. There's the
But
first.
everybody started
That's the
begging
first
me.
part.
Following is a recipe for what? Oh, that sounds like a fun category.
No, it wasn't. The category wasn't recipes. This was just one of my questions.
But I love that idea of
Yeah.
of putting a recipe.
And there's the
People
actual.
guess what it's for.
There's the actual question.
So we're gonna have to do more mono rules because those are
that's
my
really
favorite.
funny.
So we're gonna do
No mono rule.
Everybody loves mono rules.
We
The
hate
more-
mono rules.
Everybody doesn't love mono.
We hate them.
I know 3 people who hate mono
Does
rules.
anybody remember this category?
No.
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 So what is that a recipe for?
That's what you have to guess. I'll give you a hint. The category was the number 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we've done numbers. I remember that. I've done several. I've done days of the week.
Other questions in that category
years.
was Louis Feinberg played second fiddle. What is his better known stage name? I've asked that 3 times and people still get it wrong.
Tell us again. Maybe we'll remember it next time.
Louis Feinberg played second fiddle. What is his better known stage name?
All right, just tell me what this is a
Lord of the
recipe for.
No, that's a recipe for twice baked potatoes.
Oh,
So the category was 2.
2.
Two,
Second
so
fiddle
twice
is
baked.
Larry from the Three Stooges.
very
I
clever.
knew it was Three
Kevin.
Stooges. I didn't know which
I
one.
like
They
that.
get really clever. I mean, like I said, I started out
I did
writing
2
for
different
6
rounds
months,
on keys on
and
your
then
keyboard.
they just blow me out of the water about the quality. They just improve on each time. I mean,
What kind of beer does Jonathan Goldsmith pretend to drink in a series of TV commercials that ran from 2006 to 2016?
Oh, that's Dos Equis, right?
That's correct. Dos Equis.
Most
That's
interesting
2.
man in the world.
Yeah, the world's most.
that was probably a mystery category too.
Well, that was 2. Category 2. I'm still
Oh,
reading.
so it was called 2.
Yeah.
So what?
Okay, I asked, what was the second video shown on MTV?
Oh,
Michael Jackson? Was it Michael
Oh, we
Jackson?
had that. I remember that
We
question.
had that.
Video killed the radio star.
Radio star.
No, that was the first one. That was the first one. What was
I
the
know.
second?
I said it was the
Pat
first one. I don't know
Benatar.
something.
Yes, it was Pat Benatar.
Which one?
You Better Run.
Mm.
And her husband was the first person ever on MTV to play guitar on a video. Because it wasn't in the first one. They didn't show one.
What was it? What was the video? Was it Pat Benatar?
You Better Run, Pat Benatar and her
So
husband.
she's married to the guitarist?
Yeah. Yeah.
Has anybody found out what they died of? Did anybody have an update on that?
Oh, let's see.
I don't really want to look.
You want any more questions from the category 2?
I'm gonna leave.
This
so
has
I
been
just wanna-
fun.
You guys can
Surpassing
talk
the
about-
Everly Brothers in 1984, named the best-selling music duo of all time.
Yep, I'm gonna say goodnight.
No, Kevin, maybe another time.
Night, everyone.
All right, I'm
Take
going
care.
to go on
I
control.
like the twice baked potatoes and the
Yeah, that's
dos
cute.
equis. That's clever.
Does anybody want the controls? I'll give them to Karen.
No, I'm going to bed.
She usually takes them.
Okay,
You
I gotta
guys
start.
can talk.
Good night, Jamie. Good night, Les.
I should
Hey,
go to
thank you,
bed
guys.
too.
Time to start the day.
Just
My
wanted to say,
husband has
just wanted to
wandered
wait.
off